It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, October 25th, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How's everyone this morning?
Good.
Ooh.
What?
This guy's sleepy.
Yeah?
I was out late last night.
Oh, your event that you were very excited to go to?
Well, I got to tell you, I don't know if I quite understood the event at first. And I'm down to do anything, but during the week, it really stinks to have to leave the house during the week. Especially Juliana had a softball game last night I had to miss. But Chuck Fest called me, and he said, I'm doing this event. I need you to go. And I was like, can't I just give you money, Chuck? And he's like, no, I need you to go. And I was like, okay. And I said, well, what time is it? And he said, 6 o'clock. I said, well, that's not so bad. And I said, well, where is it? It's even worse. And he said, Fleming's. And I said, now we're talking. Things are getting better here, Chuck.
Have you been to Fleming's since they redid everything?
I have not.
Oh, well, there you go.
Which Jorge invited us to come in for lunch one day after the show. I said, I know Carmen will be down with that.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's get it.
So I went out there yesterday, and I was very prepared to make a cash donation and then slide out when nobody was looking. And I stayed there until 9:05.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, Carmen?
Eating?
Oh,
What'd you say?
Eating?
Eating?
Yeah, I did good. I didn't eat any dessert. I didn't eat any bread. I had 2 shrimp and a little filet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Good.
thank you.
Good for you. Good job.
So, what the event was for was Chuck. By the way, Chuck's a longtime friend, and Chuck has got some money. So every time we have a charity thing, we're like, Chuck, I need money. Chuck, I need money. And Chuck has never said, well, it's not a good time or not right now, or but he's always like, just tell me whatever you need.
By the way, also a lot of times where we're doing something and we don't even say anything to Chuck.
Yeah,
He comes by and brings all kind of stuff and money and everything. Yeah.
He's always been there. I mean, that's on top of our friendship. He's just been a good guy like that. And by the way, it was Chuck's tickets when we went to the All-Star game in New York that one time.
Oh, yeah?
So anyway, what Chuck is married to a first responder, and he brought up a really good, like, I was so, like, last night, I never get like when I went to Wells's thing, this girl's up on stage crying, talking about how she lost her husband in the line of duty, and everybody in the place is crying. I'm standing there, and Wells is crying. He looks over me, he goes, how are you not crying? Well, I am dead inside.
Yeah.
I've done this show for so long, and it's removed all emotion from me. So I'm not one of those people, but I didn't even think last night, and I was listening to these stories of the people that were there. They were all fire rescue, police officers, and Chuck is like, I'm married to a first responder now, so when there's a hurricane or 2 hurricanes, she has to go, and she has to work. And he's like, now I'm home wondering what's going on with her. And he's like, and then you'd think of it in the other way around is all these guys and girls that are out there, they're leaving their families at home to go help out other people. And a lot of these guys and girls who are out there helping people out as a first responder also lost all of their stuff, their homes and all these things. And you don't really think about them because they're the ones out there that are being the heroes, but you don't realize that plenty of them were devastated by the storm too.
They all have families and all kind of stuff that they need to worry about.
So I'm in a whole room of first responders who were out there fighting for the last, 3 weeks or whatever it was, 6 weeks if you go back to the other storms, and talking to them, and they're like, yeah, no, we lost our house, and our house this, and the other people, yeah, no, we were staying here, and it got washed out, it got flooded, our car got ruined. I'm like, Jesus.
Did you bring up your pool screen?
I did. I'm not going to lie to you. I understand how you people are suffering. I lost the screen.
Right.
And they looked at me and I go, it was a high one.
The highest one.
The
highest one.
When the high ones go, that's a struggle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I often use the phrase, I did great. I only lost a pool screen. That was my, I feel so lucky because of that. I only lost a pool screen.
Plus, I think, it was 14 out of your 15 refrigerators were down?
Well, yeah.
No, they had no power, but they still all work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once power came back, we're back up, and we didn't, there was nothing to worry about there. So I really don't have a lot to complain about. But seriously, Sheriff Chad Cronister was there. The state attorney was there. They had, it was like a bunch of nice, cool people. The chief and then all these people out there, and it was just, they had the woman was there. She had a baby that was born after the first storm. You know what I mean? So here she is, a first responder with a newborn baby, having to deal with all this stuff. It ended up being a really good night. And Chuck's a good guy to do these things for these people. And of course, guess who had to make an appearance last night?
Oh, Titus.
Titus O'Neil.
Oh, the King of Tampa Bay. You want him at these events.
He has to be there.
Oh yeah, it would have been nice if he would have been there. Instead, he sent a video message.
Not even
So
that.
popular now.
Yeah.
Then he also made a nice donation of clothing and stuff to everybody. Well, I guess he's a good guy.
I'm still blown away by last time we saw him on TV. He was on Fox 13 and he picked up one of the guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But how emasculating is that?
Yeah.
Because the guy is a little guy and he's out there with him and he picked him up.
And
And
there's
Did they
nothing you can
ask
do.
you to?
no.
Really?
I don't know behind the scenes, but they were on air and he just picked them up. And I was just like, oof.
The worst is that guy got an erection.
Oh,
no.
And that guy was really embarrassed.
Mm.
I don't know who.
I mean, if you're lucky enough to have the honor of being picked up by the King of Tampa Bay, that's something to
Aunt
behold.
Kelly is the king of Tampa Bay. You shut your mouth.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I didn't see Aunt Kelly with Ric Flair at the Bucks game.
You might have.
You don't see
back in
her.
the day. You might have seen her.
It happens. You just don't see it.
Oh man. So that's me. I'm a little bit slow moving today, but I feel
Well, enjoy your
great.
coffee because this might be the last one I'm bringing.
Oh,
Why?
shutting it down.
Quitting?
No, it's becoming just a pain in the ass every day. The lid popped off.
Well,
Half
don't make it like I'm sending you out to get my coffee. You're getting our coffees together.
I think I'm done.
He was voluntold to do it.
No.
Yeah.
It's you notice that one's a little low because a good portion of it is in the center console of my car right now.
Joe,
The
go
lid
get
popped off.
go get a straw and suck it out of the console.
All right.
Bring it back in
Just-
here and spit it in this cup.
Just get a rag and mop it up and then squeeze it back into the cup.
yeah.
It'll be fine.
I'm sure heavy cream will smell wonderful for
Oh.
4 hours from now.
Yeah.
What is?
The lids pop off and it just dumps everywhere.
Oh, might be operator error, Gio.
No.
That seems to be going pretty
Now
well.
give it a little shake.
No.
No.
well, I mean,
That's what
The
happened.
equipment.
By the way, you're also holding onto the cup, not
Yeah.
just the lid.
I'm
Don't
not
try
stupid.
and fool us.
Yeah.
It's too much. So Starbucks out. No more.
All right. All right. We need to talk about your future endeavors.
well, we got a coffee machine out there.
Yeah.
You know.
Why don't you just get a couple rolls of duct tape and keep it in your car, and then whenever you get in, you just duct tape the lid.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. What if I have Joey from Starbucks make a specific cup that screws on?
Yeah, maybe.
I can do that.
Use a different cup.
They sell those fancy cups there that the lid screws on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something because I said it. There's coffee and heavy cream all over my goddamn car.
I don't know, just a suggestion. Maybe use one of your wife's 48,000 Stanley cups.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
bring one of
that'll
those.
work.
Yeah.
Why do your lids not fall off?
No, it does. It
Oh,
does.
so
That's-
it's not just me.
No, I'm not blaming you at all.
right.
I'm just
He's
saying.
blaming Starbucks.
I'm just-
it's just more difficult with two when you're voluntold to.
Yeah,
get both
so
of them.
I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down. It's done.
Oh man.
Who's winning the election?
I got to be honest with you. It's switching.
Every day I
Right?
think somebody different.
When he got shot, I said he won.
100%.
Then they did the debate. I'm like, she won.
Right.
Then I'm like, oh man, look at Beyonce. Holy model, and she.
Have you seen the Beyonce commercial for Levi's?
No.
Where she
yeah.
goes into the laundry and she takes off her pants and
Yeah,
throws it in there?
yeah.
Wow.
They're really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks good.
Because she's got to be. How old is she? She's got to be 40 years old, right?
She's probably creeping up on 50.
Oh wow, good for her. I don't know. I can't figure out who's going to be president. I think I'm going to try to early vote. I might try to go today.
Yeah, I'm
It's
definitely going to early vote.
It's going to be a crap show.
I'll probably
Yeah.
go this weekend.
My wife and I will go and cancel each other out at the polls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annual tradition.
Beyonce is 43.
Holy cow!
Oh, wow. I thought she was.
Still
High
that's
40s.
pretty hot for 40. 40 is like young now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 50 is old. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Once you knew that Jennifer Lopez was 50 and looked like that, you were like, okay, well,
Yeah, you can do it,
step it up,
ladies.
ladies.
Yeah,
Step it
come
up.
on now.
all you need is millions and millions of dollars and
Right.
a whole team
Right.
Bar has
working
been
on it.
raised.
Yeah.
And Ben Affleck.
And somebody who can Photoshop your commercial.
I forget she was with Diddy for a while.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
During the first crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
By the way, I have some very, very unbelievable Diddy information coming up in news.
What more can be unbelievable?
Oh, it's wild. It's a possible situation that he was involved in. Another one. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
He's never getting out of jail. I don't think.
No.
He'll
Not
die.
alive.
No, 'cause
yeah.
they're gonna off him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna die in prison.
Let me just tell you something. Let's go back to the hurricane.
Mhm.
Okay. I had to live in the hurricane. Did the little baby panda sneeze? Joe, if we can get you on video sneezing, you'll take over the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should have him be like behind you and sneeze and you jump like the mama panda.
Cute old man sneezes, scares fat guy. What was I saying? Oh, the hurricane.
Mm-hmm. Where you lost your one screen that was very high up. Above your pool.
Worse than that.
Oh,
Power.
yeah.
I lost the power for a day. I mean, I lost for a couple of days, but I left and went to my brother-in-law's. But lost power and had to have the portable AC that didn't really work, and it was hot, and my head was sweating, and I couldn't use my breathing machine, and that was one night of misery. Okay, think of what Diddy is like. Of people waiting on him hand and foot.
Oh yeah.
And him living, sleeping in silk sheets and all that. Now he went from complete.
You're surrounded by yes men. You're in for.
Well, that's what we said about
2 decades.
Weinstein. Like
Yeah.
he had the best of everything. Every celebrity kissed his ass
Yep.
because he controlled every movie, all that stuff. A lot of young women who he didn't rape probably were like just doing stuff, be like,
Yeah.
hey, put me in a movie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
blah, 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 doing all that. And he could do whatever he wanted. And now he's in prison and he's just wasting away. And
I'll tell you, I having watched that Roger Ailes movie, I think he was from Fox News. I think he was grosser than Harvey Weinstein. Like that guy was just a weird old guy.
yeah, but you're like, there's so many. There's
Yeah.
so many guys
true that
in
aren't
power
famous,
that have done, that you've never heard of, but have a lot of money and run the company or own the company or do whatever. And he's
Some
like,
hedge firm CEO or something.
hedge.
Yeah.
You say, yeah.
Yeah. Carmen.
What did it sound like I said?
Something else.
Carmen, if John Brennan's been treating you that way, you need to let
Yes.
us know.
Okay.
Blink twice,
He
Connor.
is your boss.
I will
right.
let you know.
Thank
right.
you. We worry
Performance
about you.
reviews coming up.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Did anybody do their they had some sort of compliance thing to do?
No, I don't
no.
answer any of those emails.
Yeah.
Wait a second. What? I did it.
Nah.
Good
Took
for
me
you.
a half hour.
Good for
You're
you.
gonna need to do it because you're gonna get locked out if you don't go.
That's
in.
fine.
Just a heads up.
I'm already locked out.
I'm
Oh,
fine
okay.
with that.
Yeah.
I prefer to be locked out.
Yeah.
I had to watch three different types of videos for a half hour and then take a quiz on it.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
And I couldn't believe I did it. When I did it, I was like, congratulations, you're done. I went, damn right I am. And then I went, nobody else did this. There's no way. If they go, yeah, no, it was just voluntary, I'm going to be so mad.
It's not. You have to do it.
I did the one for the fishing.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
more. There's more.
There's
I
another
did that
one.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did something a couple years ago. I remember.
Yeah, no, we we have to do something like every year now.
That's crazy.
No, I'm not
Get
doing
out of
that.
here.
When I was I was graduated in June of '89 high school, and went to St. Leo in August of '89. And freshmen had to report a week before everybody else for like an orientation. And one morning they were like, 8:00 tomorrow morning, you have to take the SAT again. We're like, the SAT? We're already in college. Like, why would we have to take the SAT? And they're like, it's like a placement test now. And we're like, oh man. So I go there and they put us in like a cafeteria room. Everybody's spaced out. And they pass out these tests. And right there on the front page is like a thing, like a starting, and I'm reading it. And they're like, although this test is voluntary. And I went, whoa, what?
Yeah.
And I went, I'm not going to do this. And the guy goes, what do you mean? I go, it says it's voluntary. He goes, yeah. I go, I'm not doing it. And he goes, okay. And I went, that's it. And he goes, yeah. And I go, okay. And then Eddie, my roommate, was like, well, I'm not doing it either. And a bunch of people stood up, and everybody got up and walked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Eddie and I ran for president and vice president of the freshman class, and I think we won because we said we were the ones who discovered
Right.
that test was
Yeah.
voluntary.
That's how I
Yeah.
feel about the coffee. I'm not doing it anymore.
Cheeto?
It's not voluntary.
Not voluntary.
I'm not going there anymore.
Did you ever do the pop quiz whenever you were in school? They'd have like the multiplication test, whatever, and you'd have to try and do it as fast, whatever, and the teacher would be like, make sure you read the directions before you do. And then on top it would say, you do not have to do this. Just bring it up to the desk. Whatever. And I brought it up and sat it down. And she goes, are you done? And I go, I am.
Yeah.
And she goes, are you sure? And I go, I'm sure. And everyone was like, how did he do it
He's
so
so
fast?
smart.
Yeah.
Wow. Carmen, you ready for the Chambo game tonight?
Yes.
What?
Very
You know what I
exciting.
want to know? What's the food?
Okay, so yesterday we had some Sub Pub platters with some sides that I made, and they loved the mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah. Do they
I-
know your history with mashed potatoes?
Yes,
yeah.
they do.
They do.
Do they
Yeah,
say it
'cause
tastes like
that's-
you?
No, because that's how I hurt myself the first time.
No, not that history. Get out of here. Not you cooking.
Yeah.
Not you cooking,
We're
dummy.
talking about a world
You in a
championship.
bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They haven't
I know.
Googled you?
No, they do not know. They will not know.
We will not tell them that you wrestled in mashed potatoes ever.
I'm gonna quit. Stop it.
Oh,
no, I'm
sorry.
kidding. I'm kidding.
by the way, real quick, speaking of pub subs, I was in Publix the other day, and I was at the deli, and the guy in front of me, I'll show you the pictures. I had to snap a picture. He was wearing shoes that he used either a caulking gun or super glue. The heels, they were covered with this stuff. He looked like he had a broken ankle, was standing on like one ankle, dirty socks, red shorts that were safety pin, no less than 5 safety pins on the butt crack.
Right.
Wait.
Buy some new shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A white like undershirt t-shirt. He was a white guy, but he was bald on top and had like scary white long hair like poltergeist guy.
Okay.
And then it was like matted dread in different parts and stuff. It was the grossest thing in the world.
And
Maybe he was
did
like
this
kind of
pub
homeless.
sub?
Yeah, I took. Yeah, he looked homeless, but he also looked like he had a bunch of stuff in his cart. Like he can't be homeless.
Yeah.
He's got all this
Well,
stuff.
he's like, look, I had a choice between pub subs and living in a house, and
No, but he
came out
had
of
like,
pub subs.
but he like had other stuff that you're not
Yeah.
keeping on the streets. You know
Right.
what I mean? But yeah, I'll show you the picture. I was real quick. I just pretend like I was looking at my phone and went took a bunch of pictures. I got to show people this.
Oh man.
One time I went to the Apple store in the mall, and there was a guy there with crazy white hair, and he looked like George Washington, and he had Freddy Krueger's sweater on.
I remember Freddie Washington.
And I took a picture of him, and I said, George Washington Krueger is here at the Apple store in the mall. And then I went back there like 6 weeks later, and he was there again. And I said to the guy, I go, last time I was here, that guy was here. He goes, oh, yeah, he comes in every day. I go, what does he do? He goes, just mess around.
Oh,
on the computer."
what if he said, I don't see a guy? What are you talking about?
You got to show somebody the picture and he's not there.
Yeah. I don't see anybody.
Listen, we're getting too close to Halloween for all that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like Halloween's taking forever to come and go this year.
You think?
Yes.
I feel like
I feel
it.
like this- you're
I feel
flying.
like it's not even here. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah.
even feel like it's Halloween. Like there's anything even happening because it's on a Thursday.
We did that Halloween Horror Night thing so long ago.
Right.
That kind of felt like Halloween then.
It was in the middle of summer.
Yeah, yeah.
See, when I tuned out the Halloween of that.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that. I didn't go to any of the haunted houses or
Yeah.
any of that stuff. So I made no bones about it. I don't like it. And I have no decorations out front, and I don't want to do any of that stuff. So
My whole house has got a bunch of decorations.
Is it really?
Yeah, my daughter does it. She's all into it.
come. When is Halloween? What is
Thursday.
This coming Thursday, week,
Yeah.
a week from yesterday.
Yeah.
So come Friday, it's Christmas at my house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're going. I see them
Skipping
outside.
Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, just you add red to it.
Okay.
Everything's up and good, and then all of a sudden, after Thanksgiving, everything turns red.
I feel like Thanksgiving and Halloween go more together than Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Oh, I disagree.
Well, listen to me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Halloween, you have the scary stuff, and pumpkins fall, Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
cornstalk, that Thanksgiving, Halloween.
Yeah,
whatever.
I feel it.
Where
I feel the
Christmas-
transition.
Right, but Christmas is more red and green and snow and this and that, whatever. Like, I don't feel like any of that pumpkin and
Yeah.
corn stuff, that all goes more with Halloween.
Yeah,
And Thanksgiving.
Usually I know
Yeah,
when,
Thanksgiving, that's what I'm saying.
when Christmas is officially here, the season is because Starbucks, they change all their colors and everything. But this year I won't know that because I'm not going. I'm not going to Starbucks anymore.
Listen, I rely on your addiction to know that the coffee will still be here.
The addiction is no longer sufficient.
There's no way you're not that strong. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
What if they start selling burgers?
Forget about it.
I was just
Starburgers.
I was mother effing as I'm driving through your neighborhood on the way here. I wanted to throw your coffee out the window.
Can we? I'm gonna ask Joey to duct tape our lids.
Yeah,
How about that?
That's the way to go.
We'll just do that.
maybe it's because I'm going to the wrong Starbucks.
I don't know why you don't go to the other one.
Joey's is out of the way.
It's not though.
It is for me.
It's not. If you just take the.
It is for me.
Listen, Gio, he knows.
Listen to me. At
It's like
some
3
point,
miles past your house from where I go.
but you can't. You come from Wesley Chapel,
So if I go to Joey's Starbucks, I pass 3 Starbucks on the way there.
right? But you're not going out of your way because you still have to get on the Veterans and go left.
Right, but that's longer. I've tried it and I've mapped it out. It's longer to go that way because I'm going past your house several miles and then backtracking back.
It's worth it.
But you're not. You're coming from that direction.
No,
You're coming from
like I passed your house to get there.
the Collier, and
Yes,
you're coming from that area.
yes.
Okay.
I passed
So
the Collier one.
And you pass the Sunlink one.
I don't. If I was to go to Joey's, I would pass the Sunlink one as well.
Oh, so you're just turning left at 41?
Yes,
Oh,
and then go down to Lutz.
gotcha.
So if
Yeah,
I go
that
the other
makes more
way,
sense.
it's several miles.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I feel it.
I mean, listen, I could show up at 7 o'clock, and that's fine.
Okay, whatever you need to do, Gio, to make sure this coffee's here is absolute priority.
Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't he give you a coffee thing? Don't you have the Starbucks in your garage or something?
well, I gave it back. I had it just for the hurricane.
Yeah.
I was prepared. Then I gave it back.
I'm done. It's over.
No one believes you.
I don't believe it.
I'm sorry, Carmen.
Yes.
Who are you guys playing tonight?
Tonight is Robinson.
Okay. Will we win this game?
We better.
Oh,
Yeah.
It stinks.
Yeah. But they did. I think they did beat a team that beat us,
Oh.
but they have not won any other games. If I'm thinking of the correct team, I'm so tired.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What if Chad does so well at Chambo
Yeah.
that another school tries to lure him away?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Talk dirty.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yes, that is very possible.
Okay.
He does like, and I don't want anyone to freak out because a lot of this administrators over at Chamberlain listen now.
Right.
Chad does love Chamberlain. Chad does like it over there.
Doesn't sound
But-
like it.
No,
I
but
heard
no,
he's
but
making moves.
no, he's not.
He's
He's
exploring all options.
Like you jump at the first opportunity you get.
no. He definitely wants to stay in high school and create a legacy, but obviously he would like to go to the next step, which would be college.
Oh, well, let's not get crazy.
Yeah,
He's
but
going
that's
from one
not
season
the-
at Chamberlain.
But that's not exactly. But I'm saying, so that's like he's not ready to start moving schools yet. He needs to turn you don't turn a school around in one season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got
So
it.
he has.
he did, though.
Yeah.
He did, but okay. What about next season?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you almost have
Go
to
out
do
on
it.
top.
You got to sustain.
You have to do 2 or 3 seasons to prove that it wasn't just luck.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Alright.
he does like it, and basically, as long as he's allowed to coach football, he will be there.
Okay.
So
I like the way he operates.
yeah.
Oh,
And then
Robinson's 1-5.
but they
If you lose to Robinson, you'll never coach in college.
but they beat Wharton.
Wharton.
And Wharton beat us.
Yeah. If
But that
Wharton's
was
a
the
business school.
But that was also a kickoff classic game, so it was our very first game that did not count against us.
I mean, if Chad loses tonight, legacy's over.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, exactly. See,
Nobody's calling.
Blame it on the pub
He's
stage.
got 1 foot out the door anyway.
he does not.
Don't worry about keeping your phone charged. Nobody's calling.
He does not. But yeah, it'll be a good game, and I'm excited. And yeah.
Galvin, you know what I watched last night that made me laugh out loud?
What's that?
That I hadn't seen in a while.
Here Comes the
Seinfeld. No. The Donna Chang episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that show's so funny. Your parents are getting a divorce. It's just a funny show. All right, let's get things moving today. Anybody got any good plans this weekend?
I'm going to Lightning on Saturday. That's about it.
Is that an early game or a night game?
Night game, 7:00 against Capitals. Yeah, right.
Wait a second.
Maybe last chance to see Ovechkin. Have you seen Ovechkin lately?
No.
Oh man, old man, gray hair.
sure.
Yeah, still great though. Scored the other night.
Will he retire or will he be like what's his name that keeps playing? Oh, from the Penguins. Not Lemieux.
Not Crosby.
No,
Crosby's
the old school guy. His name slips my mind. But the guy from that played with Lemieux. I'm sure everybody's screaming it at their radio right now. It just slipped my mind right now. But, Yager.
Oh.
Yager's still playing. Yager is still playing hockey. He plays in some Czech league or something like that, but he still plays professional hockey. Got to be 50-something years
Yeah,
old.
but if you're good enough, you're like, yeah.
But I mean, at some point, are you just like, all right, I'm bored now? You know what I mean? Like, I've played too long.
Hockey
He's
guys
doing it since he's 17.
they get beat up so bad. Like there's so many injuries.
Not Yager though. Like
Yeah.
guys like that,
Yeah,
they
those
leave
guys are
alone. You know
finesse
what I
guys,
mean? Yeah. So, but I mean, to love the game that much, to just not let it go. You know?
I think that's the thing is that you've never been obsessed with something like that. You know, because you say no.
No, I get it. Yeah.
But like the
I'm
musicians,
obsessed
you're like
with hating Carmen.
You're like,
Why?
why would they still be touring and doing that stuff? If you're absolutely obsessed with something and that's your entire life, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think though that like especially like Bruce Springsteen still touring. I think he's doing it because he feels like he has to because the people want to see him. Like I feel like he's
he's gonna let people down.
Yeah, I can't let the people in New Jersey down.
Yeah, but if he really, you got to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not a fan, so I'm sure people love to see him all the time. But if he took like 2 years off and then did like 10 shows in 1 year, you know, people would be like, "Oh, this is a great thing," and it'd be huge. By the way, I read a thing the other day. He said he hasn't written a new song in like 2 years or more or something. He's like, hey, I don't know.
Why?
I'm
Yeah.
done.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Need to.
How much
Wrote 'em
more
all.
can you say? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got it all out of my system. Wrote a bunch of songs.
He said that over the years he wrote 2, 3, 4 songs.
I imagine if you're going to see Springsteen, you just want the hits anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to hear any new stuff.
Here's a new one.
No.
Get out of here.
But let me tell you, can I just tell you, I'm not a huge fan. I like him a lot, but I'm not listening to it all the time. But him with an acoustic guitar, just doing songs is amazing.
Oh,
it's
I'm
a
sure.
whole new experience. Like
Yeah.
you've seen guys play acoustic songs, but he's so emotional and it's so strong when he plays like that.
Oh, legend.
Right. So, but he that's the kind of thing, and then all of a sudden he's with the E Street Band, and it's an entirely different situation.
It's so funny to me because Bruce Springsteen is an incredible musician, great songwriter, really good guitar player, and you don't see that until I think it was Warren Zevon, whenever he was dying, and he knew he was dying, and he made the documentary, and he was making his last album, and Bruce played on it, and he was playing some lead, and I was like, oh my God, Bruce Springsteen playing lead. But also, I don't know if there's anyone I've ever seen ever in my entire life that looks less like they're playing what they're playing than Steven Van Zandt. Steven Van Zandt plays stuff,
he's
and I'm like
sleeping while he's playing it.
yeah, it's like Keith Moon on the drums. Keith Moon looks like he's just doing this, and he's playing all this crazy stuff, and you're like, look at this little weirdo. Just
Keith Moon looks like you took his arms, wound them up really tight, and then just let him go. And
Yeah.
they just fly all over the place. That's funny. All right, let's take a break. Get the show moving this morning. Carmen will tell you what we have to give away. We do have tickets for the tailgate. I don't really know what the process is. I spent a whole morning yesterday telling you, don't email me for tailgate tickets, and I feel like I feel like you thought I said email me for tickets.
No.
as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I don't care. I just delete them. But then you're like, well, I emailed Mike and nothing happened. That's not what you do. You got to go to theboneonline.com. And right there on the banners, it says, click here to register to enter. And a lot of people who register get in. We only make you register because we need to keep the group somewhat controlled as to the amount of people, or we would just let everybody in for free.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to go to theboneonline.com and register there, or win him next with Sporcle.
All right. Very nice.
All right, we'll do that. So Mike Calta Show, Sporkle's next on 102.5 The Bone.
Fantastic.
No, thank you.
Look, you're saying it like I went in there and
Listen,
poured it in there. I feel bad.
I feel like he thinks it's your fault.
Yeah,
It's not directed towards you at all.
I feel it.
It's my fault.
The guilt.
That's why I have to remove myself from this situation.
I understand. All right.
I have to turn my back on you.
Now get your own coffee.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't tell you I don't shine shoes no more.
Hey, Carmen, how do you feel about coming here on a daily basis?
I like it.
All right. Can you stop us?
Perfect. I vote yes.
Carmen, he didn't mean like come here, stay here. He
No,
meant
just
stop
drop
by.
off.
Yeah, just swing
Drop
by
off
with
the
us.
coffee and then
Yeah.
come back. Oh,
Joe,
okay.
you're gonna have to meet her at the end of the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want her anywhere near the house.
You don't even have to get out of the car.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Oh, man.
I'm out.
All right. We got some stuff to give away. Carmen, what is that stuff?
Yes, we have tickets for Brian Regan, who has nothing to do.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Completely separate with
Yeah.
Reggae Rise Up.
Regan Rise
Reagan
Up.
Rise Up.
Thomas Rhett, Monster Jam, and the Mike Calta Tailgate.
Did we miss Daryl Hall already? Or we just out of tickets?
I don't have them on my list anywhere.
I just wonder if that concert happened already.
Yeah,
I would
I
like
don't
to go
know.
to that. Hall without Oates.
Right.
Still good, but not the same.
Oh, Hall without Oates, far superior to Oates without Hall.
I think you're not really thinking. You guys don't give Oates the credit that he deserves.
I give Oates all the credit he deserves. Oates doesn't sing lead on anything,
but he's a strong backup.
Yeah.
but it's not. There's a million other strong backup. Every time I see Daryl's house, everybody does great.
Yeah.
That's
Oates is
true.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Oates isn't allowed on the property.
Daryl's house?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So does he have somebody that sings the lead when he's touring alone?
No,
Or
he
he
does. He does,
like
and then
his
he
version?
sings the lead, and then he does his own stuff that nobody's ever heard of.
Okay.
He does. He just sings his back.
Yeah, like in Tenacious D, whenever they broke up.
Yeah. All right, let's give some stuff away right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. I know it's not apparent to the people listening to the show because it sounds okay, but Carmen still sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Right.
The Wi-Fi in this house sucks. I feel like everything's breaking all at once.
You
I mean,
guys
this
didn't figure out the board yesterday?
No, engineering yelled at us.
Yeah.
They said we spilled something on the board, which is ridiculous. Well,
I don't know if it's ridiculous.
it's been 90 days since anything spilled on the board.
Okay, there you go.
All right, Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're going to be playing easy 3-letter word vocabulary.
All right.
I'm going to give you the definition. You're going to give me a 3-letter word answer.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Joe, what?
Whoa.
You're not playing.
Oh,
Your first one. Having lived for a very long time.
Old.
Geo, you get it. A metal container used for
Tin.
cooking food. You all answer?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So
a metal container used for cooking food in.
Pot.
Pan.
I said can.
Yeah, that's what Mike
no
said.
pan.
Oh,
Pan.
man.
Oh.
Cooking food in.
Thank you for your integrity, though, Gio.
Yeah.
Does that? Did you?
No
No
point.
point. No point.
Yeah.
Oh, you confused him, Gio.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't do that.
All right. To give money that is due
Let-
for work
Pay.
done. Mike Calta. A thin piece of metal with a sharp point.
Pen.
Pin.
Pin. Yes. Isn't that what Mike
No,
said?
he said pen.
Pen.
Ah,
pin,
integrity.
Pin. Yes.
Point
Used
you.
in sewing. To move or place in a particular position.
Set.
Sit.
To move or place in a particular position.
Put.
Yes.
Huh?
Mike Calta. A male sheep.
You. That's a female. Damn it. I know what it is.
What? Tell me.
A male sheep.
Give me a hint. Gal, give me a hint.
They played last night.
Rain.
Oh, that's so obvious.
Yeah, right?
Idiot.
A tear or cut.
A pair of what?
A tear or cut. Galvin.
Yeah, rip.
Rip.
We can barely hear. Like, this
Yeah.
is ruining the show.
Yeah.
It's not your fault, Carmen. I'm
I say
saying.
to you, you need me to turn myself
No,
up.
no.
No, we need you to
Okay.
turn yourself to 2024.
Stop calling us from an AM radio station.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Feeling or showing sorrow.
Sad.
Geo
Sad weirdos.
knows all about it. A long, sharp tool used for cutting wood.
Socks.
Saw. Galvin. Excuse me. To attach or fasten something or someone with string.
Tie.
Galvin.
Be so aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Hey, I got to get him in so you can hear him, and I don't know how far away you are, how many years ago this is happening.
To be victorious in
Win.
the contest, Galvin and Pap, we are halfway there.
Michael's on the board with 2 points. Gio has 3, and Galvin is your leader right now by 1. He's winning with 4.
Oh, the old
The
comeback.
background noise.
The old comeback.
Ruining everything.
Okay. Easy 3-letter vocabulary. Your next one. A male adult human.
Man.
Galvin. An intentionally false statement.
Lie. What?
Calta.
yeah.
Who knows
Oh,
Who got that
With that.
Imagine that.
Surprise,
Surprise,
Didn't
surprise.
even get that one.
A sweet spread or preserve.
Jam.
Mike. A head covering with
Hat.
Mike.
Ooh, Judge.
That was Galvin.
What?
Galvin gets the point.
Oh, he's-
I love the fake. What? What?
oh, dear.
Wow.
Thank you.
Was it Galvin?
It was, Gio.
I trust the judge.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, Galvin gets the point. Physical education. Gio knows nothing about it.
All right. Next question.
To pilot an aircraft. Gio. To be of the right shape and size for.
Fit.
Galvin. The organ of hearing.
Ear.
Pap.
I think that was Galvin.
That's the makeup.
Yeah.
Galvin gets the
No, I'm
point.
saying
There
it
was
should have
no
been the makeup.
makeup.
It should have been the
It
makeup.
was me.
It was you.
I know.
I know.
But
But
yeah,
it
that
should have been the makeup.
That should have been the makeup up.
He
For
has
sure.
integrity.
All right.
To shed tears.
Cry.
Gio, Galvin, who was
No,
that?
it was me.
Galvin gets the point. And Pap.
Ah.
We're on the last 3.
Michael on the board with 4. Gio barely ahead with 5. And Galvin is your leader right now. He's winning with 9.
What? I don't think that's right.
Oh, that's right.
All right. 3-letter vocabulary.
I don't think that's
Last 3. Here we go. A counter on which alcoholic drinks
Bar.
or refreshments. Yeah, Gio. Get it. To obtain in exchange for payment.
Hey.
Oh, nope, sorry.
Well, no, you said yes already.
That's not how that works.
To what? Say it again.
To obtain
Get.
in exchange for payment.
Oh, I know.
3-letter word.
Bet.
Bye.
Bye. Yes. Bye.
I feel like there's a lot less coffee.
Yeah. There is.
It's in Gio's car still.
Oh.
All right, let's finish. Last one.
We can breakfast. Sorry, go ahead.
A road vehicle.
Car.
Van.
Oh, I got it. Do you hear the bell ring?
That
means I got it.
Galvin got
I
it.
thought maybe there was a bonus.
No. That's it.
Your final score. Michael with 4 points, Gio with 6, and Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 10.
Kachaya!
We bring the boom. That's what
Over
we
my
do.
trademark.
We bring the boom.
Now people don't even know that that's trademark.
Boom to you. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to everyone. We bring the boom. Your favorite father and son.
No. You don't play this. You guys.
Oh.
Sing it.
Oh. What are we singing about again?
Oh, Jesus.
Galvin is great. Or no.
No.
You're a liar.
Yeah.
And you're
And I'm.
burger guy.
No.
Say it.
No, I don't want to say.
You have to say it. That's part of the deal.
I don't want to say.
Like, I thought you were using that as the.
Yeah, motivation.
Yeah, it's good to,
Motivation.
yeah.
What is the thing about Gio? I don't remember.
You make it up.
He says
Oh, but it
about-
was I am a liar.
Something about you being a liar and something about him being a burger guy.
So I say it
Burger.
about Mike, he says about me?
No.
No.
Oh.
I don't know how many times. I mean, we've already done this like 9 times.
We
And-
bring the boom. You can't
That's
get much
much
higher.
higher.
We bring the boom. Sometimes I am a liar. We bring the boom.
Boom. I
He
like
likes to
to
eat
eat
some
some
fries. We bring the boom.
Mike.
He is
I'm a
burger
burger
guy.
guy.
Yeah. I looked right in Gio's eyes when he said it. Yeah, nice.
I don't
I
like
got
that.
you, BK.
By the way, just so you guys know, that's like 5 in a row, 6 in a row.
Yeah, I was
What
going to
is-
say, I don't know, maybe next year or something, if you want to do a new rule, but that's a clean sweep on the week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like do if
Mon-
you win the week, you get something.
Galvin
You
won
win the whole week?
He won
Yeah.
every day this week.
Wow.
5 in a row.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's a
mean,
shame.
there's an asterisk.
Why?
No
Why?
Spanish.
There
Threw it off.
hasn't been Spanish.
Is he here for you?
No, I'm just
Oh
saying.
well, then we're all on the same playing field. All right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one less player.
Okay.
It changed the odds. Made it easier.
It's still the same for everyone.
Well, in the time since Spanish is no longer here, Galvin has won 5, 6, 7 times.
Yeah.
Mike has won 3 times, and I've won twice.
Yeah, so clearly there's a shakeup in there.
Yeah. He was holding me back.
Yeah.
Holding Gio back.
Yeah.
Holding Gio back.
Gio
he was
almost doubled his yearly
and he was
scores.
helping you, so he was probably looking up answers for you.
Yeah. Send them to me. All right, what do you have in coming up in news, Calvin?
Coming up in news today, they actually want to make money getting gas, and that's a big goddamn pickle.
Oh. All right. Who doesn't like a big pickle?
That's a big pickle.
I love a
Carmen, I think you're going to like this. It's a big old pickle.
I love big pickles.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And you cannot lie.
Jason Ellis is going to be in town. He'll be in the studio with us in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll take a break. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. That is up there. Also, right next to that is Bucko Joe. Have you seen Bucko Joe, Joe?
Oh, I did. Yes.
The old Bucko Bruce in honor of the creamsicle game this weekend. Bucko Joe is available
Yeah,
for your downloading.
Nice.
That's right.
And of course, we've got the Mike Calta Show Bud Light Brisket Shop Tailgate happening on Sunday starting at 10 a.m. in the morning. I will be out there at 10 a.m. with the crew, and we will be set up. The Bud Lights will be flowing. The brisket shop will be cooking, and I will be there from 10 to, what time is the game?
1.
Noon. I'll be there from 10 to noon. Then I leave at noon, and I'm going to watch the game. So come on out there and join us. If you'd like to be a part of the tailgate, simply go to theboneonline.com, register to win there, and then sometime tonight or tomorrow, Mike Olivero will be emailing the winners.
I'll
letting
just
them know.
email you.
But email me.
I'll just
That's
email
how
you.
it works. Do not email me and do not send me a message on social media because it makes me feel bad. Like I want to go, yeah, no problem. But I can't do that. You got to go to theboneonline.com and register.
Did Gator get his parking passes?
Carmen, any update on the Gator Man?
Yeah, I told you we cannot mail parking
Oh,
passes.
Mike said you could.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, well, then you contact Olivero because that was an Olivero. That is what he said. That was the message I got back. I said, "Hey,
Shut it
this
down.
guy," and he's like, "Yeah, I got the voicemails before Galvin." And I told him we do not mail out parking. We do not mail out prizes.
You're a real drag.
Calling.
Me? What did I? Don't try.
I'm
and
on your
pawn,
side, Carmen.
Thank you. Don't try to pawn your bad nicknames off on me, Gio. Can't get me. Yeah, he's not going to answer because he doesn't want to tell you no, but
Yeah.
he's going to have
Plus-
to tell
Your
you
call
no.
has been forwarded to voicemail. The
Yeah.
person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Mike Olivero, this is Mike Calta calling on behalf of Gator Man. Gator Man needs his parking passes. I'll pay for the stamp if we could just mail it to him. The guy lost his car in the hurricane.
How's he getting to Universal?
I don't really know how he's going to get to Universal, but somehow he still needs a parking pass. After all, he is Gator Man. So please let me know what we need to do to get Gator Man his pass. Gator Man's assistant out. Bye. There you go.
I mean, I think Gator Man's trying to go tomorrow.
By the way, how do you not end that call? See you later, alligator.
Yeah. That's why he doesn't get his pass now.
That's why we pay you the big bucks. I can't have everything.
Yeah, come on.
I can't believe they won't give Gator Man his parking pass.
Listen, we
He
can't
can
make
have
exceptions for people.
Yeah.
We
That's the
can't, just keep on changing stuff willy nilly.
And again, it's
That's how
not.
the board goes out.
It's not again. It's not. It's not. He can't have his parking pass. He just has to come get it.
I just looked at my text exchange between me and Olivero. The last 3 pages of text exchange is us sending the middle finger back and forth to each other. Come on, Olivero.
Does
Kick
he-
me to voicemail so
Yeah.
you don't have to deal with the Gator Man.
Well, he does not get good reception at the top of the Empire State
Empire.
Building.
That's where the tower is.
Yeah.
You should have the best. Do you know at Z100 in New York, they used to be like, broadcasting live from the top of the Empire State Building, and I thought that was the coolest. They're in the top of the Empire State
Top of
Building.
it, yeah.
But they're not. Their tower was up
damn
there.
it.
Oh, yeah.
They were really broadcasting live from Secaucus, New Jersey,
Tricked us.
in an unassuming building you'd never know was a radio station. Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, News with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
By the way, ELO
Yeah.
might be good luck for me.
Okay.
So the other day we were talking about Jeff Lynne and ELO, and you were playing some. Then I got in my car to head over to Hard Rock. ELO came on the radio.
Oh, man.
I walk into the Hard Rock. They're playing Traveling Wilburys.
Oh, man. Jeff Lynne is in your life.
I sat down at the table. They played another ELO song. I was like, what? Is Jeff Lynne going to come walking in here, or what's going on?
Like a pretty angel with that glorious hair that he has.
There's never been anybody. Okay, so you have Steven Van Zandt is the person that looks the most like they're not playing what they're actually playing.
Right.
There has never been anybody that looks more like you put sunglasses on a dog than Jeff Lynne from ELO.
100% true. That is 100% true.
Do you know what he looks like? Yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
If you put sunglasses on a dog, you're going to think your dog's Jeff Lynne from ELO.
Yep, I agree with that.
It's
I
wild.
definitely agree with that.
It's a weird thing.
Is this guy walking with his slutty daughter? This
What?
is a commercial about abortion, and it's just a father and a daughter walking.
Oh.
He's just so disappointed that she's such a slut.
That's unfortunate.
I saw a thing.
Oh, might take it back. She was attacked.
Oh.
I didn't know. I
Too
didn't
late.
know.
Oh.
And he's local.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a local guy.
I'm sorry. I'll go kill the attacker.
He's tiny. We kick his ass.
Yeah.
All right.
I saw a thing the other day, a video, and it said her dad must be proud. And it was a girl talking about how she did a gangbang of 100 guys and all this and that. And then she was like showing the aftermath. She's like, here's what the bed looks like after this, that. And and she took her hair down for a reason. And she was like, I didn't wash my hair yet. And I was like, good Lord. And then she goes, don't mind this. She had like a big thing on her lip. And she goes, one of the guys bit my lip.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well,
So
things could be worse, Carmen.
let me ask you this. You're married.
I am.
You don't make out with other girls.
No.
Do you miss that?
No.
Really?
No. Make out with my wife.
All right, I'll make out with your wife.
No.
Oh.
No.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't. I'm not like, oh, I wish I could make out with another girl, but it would be kind of hot. But I saw.
I gotta be honest with you. You gotta work on stuff. You know what I mean? Like first make out with a girl is sometimes you hit a home run and you're like, oh yeah, you know what you're doing. You got your head goes that way, mine the mouth. Okay. Sometimes though you're clanking teeth and stuff's happening. You're like, huh. You gotta learn. Gotta
like
learn
warm-up
each other's
sex.
moves.
This doesn't really.
Isn't good.
It doesn't really apply to what I was going to tell you. I was just trying to gauge your interest in making out with other girls because.
You're trying to trick me.
No, that super hot porn star Adriana Chesnick.
Mm-hmm.
She makes out with dudes at like porn conventions and stuff. Like if you go meet her and
No thanks.
I can't.
No.
I'd be like, yeah, that's awesome until I see 40 ugly,
Right.
gross guys before me making out with her. Then I'm like, yeah.
Well, 40 ugly gross guys making out with her, and then hundreds and hundreds of other things. happening.
Yeah.
Certain things I can put out of my memory, but if I see guys kissing her before, and I'm like,
There's a lot of history in that mouth.
Yeah.
like how about this?
And on it.
How about if you go to kiss her and the guy in front of you is the cigarette that used to work?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm out. Yeah, that would be pretty.
Do they
good.
pay for it, or she just lets it happen?
I'm sure
I
they pay.
think they
They
pay to
pay.
meet her,
And-
and then
okay.
she does it. And she said she did it during COVID.
Oh, Jesus.
How about this, Carmen?
No.
All right.
Wait,
I'm
no.
gonna say
What?
at our next event. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
No, I find a lot of girls to be attractive. Like I see beauty in a lot of girls. Okay, but there's certain ones that I'm really attracted to, and you know the type that I like. The ones that look like my wife. Like I like a dark hair girl. One of the girls I'm very attracted to is that girl that does the podcast for Barstool with the girl that looks like the little fat kid from Sandlot.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
Harmon?
know. Yeah, I can't really picture the other girl, but the girl.
Bree is
from
the hot
Sandlot.
girl.
Okay.
Bree is the hot girl, and then there's the fat girl that looks like the kid from Sandlot.
Right. Who talks like this?
Yeah. She's like, yo. Bree is so pretty to me, and I found out the other day she was dating Zach Bryan. Did you know that?
Okay.
And then he broke up with her on Instagram.
Oh.
And she cried about it on her podcast, and I thought, that's great. I guess they were having an argument, they were fighting, and then he put it on his Instagram that he was now single and blah blah blah, and that's how she found out. Oh, I don't know. I feel like those girls
That's how
are.
she found out?
Yeah, because they were like fighting about it, and then he finally made it official on Instagram.
So he didn't break up with her. That's a douchey move.
Oh, I
By the way, can we just all admit, Zach Bryan, not Luke Bryan, Zach Bryan, if he wasn't famous, nobody cares about
he
that.
ain't getting
dude.
her.
Yeah,
He ain't
no
getting
way.
her for sure.
Yeah.
She's way hot.
He's got thinning bald hair
Yeah.
up top, can't grow a beard, little fat white face.
Is he chicken on a biscuit? Whatever that thing
No,
we used to say?
that's Zach Brown.
Sick him on a chicken. Oh
There's-
yeah, Zach Brown.
If you take Luke Bryan and Zach Brown and smash them together, you get Zach. No. If you take Luke Taylor and Zach,
Who's Luke Taylor?
let's see.
If you get James Taylor,
No,
Luke
if you
Bryan.
get Luke Bryan
And Zach Morris.
and Zach Brown,
you get
and you mash them together,
you get Zach Bryan. Okay, all right, I got you.
Is
He
Zach,
look- he
Zach
was
Brown's
like-
fat too, though, isn't he?
Who?
Zach Brown?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
Zach Brown.
But
But
there's
Zach Brown's fun fat.
But there's another one that's fat and famous.
Yes, I just saw
Jelly
him.
roll?
No.
He was just here.
Yeah.
And everyone's going
the
nuts.
guy that does fast car.
Yes.
Who's that one?
Chris Stapleton.
Cubby
No,
Johnson.
no, not
Cubby
Chris.
Johnson.
Oh,
Fast
no,
car.
Luke Combs.
Luke
Luke
Combs.
Combs.
Luke
Yeah.
Combs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also fat guy.
Cubby Johnson, Luke Combs.
What?
It's okay to be fat in country now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fat and country is a good combination. It always has been.
Yeah.
But
Morgan Wallen's not fat.
No.
wait a second. Zach
He took a
Bryan.
different route to get famous.
Yeah. Zach Bryan is not Zach Brown. I didn't know that until you just said that out loud.
Yeah, no, Zach Bryan is the one that got arrested for something, whatever, and he was yelling at the cop, "Do you know who I am?" and all that stuff. And,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, he seems like the douche now.
By the way, you are setting yourself up for failure when you ask people if they know who you are.
Yeah.
If you ever have to, like when people say to you, like when people see other people making a fuss about you and they go, "Oh my God, are you famous? Should I know you?" And I go, "Clearly not. If you
Yeah.
don't know me, then
Yeah.
I'm not famous." You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know what to say.
But when they do you know who I am? No.
No, yeah.
You're done. Just walk away.
When I was a bouncer, my favorite was, "Do you know who I am?" And I go, "Yes," and I could not care any less.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to say that to people all the time.
The greatest thing was when we were in Germany, we were at that Hopper House, and it was a ton of people from Tampa
Right.
that had come over for the game. So Mike is getting recognized at the table by a bunch of people coming up to take
Very
pictures
famous.
and stuff.
Very famous.
But the locals had no idea.
Right, sure.
So they would see that I was with them, and they were asking me, why are people taking pictures? And they're like in this heavy German. Why is he taking pictures with the man over there? You know? And I'm like, oh, he's a very famous movie star in America.
Right, yeah.
I was telling
They were
everyone-
like, "Is he like Tom Cruise?"
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gio's like, he's very much like
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
Almost exactly.
Does his
Yeah.
own stunts and everything.
So I was telling all the local Germans that Mike was a famous movie star, but only in America.
and no girls wanted to sleep with
Yeah.
me.
Isn't that funny though? Because that can happen in other places. Like they're super famous in France, and we don't know them in America.
Yeah.
If you're famous in America, everybody knows you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, he's super famous in France. Oh, so he's not famous? You know what I mean? Like unless you're famous in America, you
For
ain't
sure.
famous.
Like,
That's
is he
true.
a former football player? I go, no, movie star.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, I went to Atlanta one time to see the Bucks play, and I was in the elevator, and these kids were down there, and like, "Will you sign this?" I go, "Well, like why would I?" And I go, "Oh, they think I'm on
Yeah.
the team." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Yep." And I signed Patrick Cape, old Stonehenge Cape, the worst tight end we've had in a long time.
There you go.
Oh, that's funny. Did we do new yet?
No. I mean, we did the thing and
Yeah.
stuff. Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. If you need some new shoes, like I do, I screwed up my Skechers. I stepped on a
Oh,
heel,
come
and
on.
now, yeah.
What about your mules?
Well, I still have the mules. Listen, I have a lot of shoes, but
Okay.
I do need to get some new shoes, so I'm going to stop at a Pelts. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. You can stop in there, get the 3D foot scan, so you make sure you're getting the perfect fitting shoe, and they're going to email you all that information so you have it on file, so you go, hey, what were those ones that I want? Oh, I got it. But stop in a Pelts. They have all the different styles and brands you're looking for, and make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you.
Can I tell you, we talked about a movie or a TV. Oh, we talked about the Jetsons
Yeah.
and the Flintstones.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people sent me a thing on the internet that Jetsons and Flintstones was coming up on their internet after we talked about it.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, mule shoes everywhere.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't look them up, didn't do anything.
What was the thing the other day that you said that? How is that even possible? Because we had talked about it and it came up in
I
your
can't
feed.
remember, yeah.
Yeah, but it was something you're like,
Right
that's-
when we went to break.
You're
yeah.
like, I never looked this up, never did anything, but we talked
I've
about
never
it.
looked at mule shoes before. Didn't Google it, didn't say anything. We just talked about it on the air, and I was inundated with mule shoe advertisements.
That's wild.
yesterday.
Somebody
wild.
you know had to have looked it up.
Might have been Galvin.
Yeah.
Like
Because-
Galvin having it on his phone, but the fact that we talked about it, all of a sudden I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if anybody you're connected to looks
Right.
that up, then they assume that you have a similar interest with that person, and that's
Yeah.
how you get the ad.
Yeah. Is that why I keep getting those big black dildos?
Yes. yes. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Governor Ron DeSantis spoke on Amendment 3 yesterday morning in Cape Coral. Florida's Amendment 3 touches on the legalization of marijuana for adults over the age of 21. The company spent $100 million to get on the ballot and can only purchase weed through them, DeSantis said. It's obviously a money grab in corporate greed. They want to make money. It's unbelievable.
So what, we not voted?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Still
even know
confused.
anymore.
The governor said he wants Floridians to be able to go into public spaces and not be overwhelmed by the smell, referencing the states, including California, Colorado, and New York, that have legalized marijuana where you walk through.
It
and
is
you're like,
overwhelming.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
When I went to New York, I noticed it right away.
Yeah, California,
Everywhere I went.
same thing.
Yeah.
But I still am confused. Am I voting? Like, do I want to be? I want it. Like in my head, I want it to be legal, and I want people to be able to go buy it.
Yes, and I think that that's fine, but I think Amendment 3 only allows certain people to be able to sell it, and it's the
Right.
people that have a bunch
Big
of money.
weed, from what I
Yeah,
heard.
and you're only going to be able to buy it from them.
So what is the answer, though? It's not a stepping stone to.
Another
A different bill.
Yeah, different bill. So this one doesn't get through, and
Like-
then they rework it, and they go, okay.
I think this one gets.
Now we're going to add
Well,
this and this.
yeah.
Well, the fact that you still can't grow it on your own is kind of messed up.
But that
Well,
would be the next step.
But the whole point is I mean, at least the way they're selling it to me is that my son is smoking weed. He's buying it now from places that are testing it and growing it right and doing all that. I don't mind that. At least I know it's a safer product than if he's getting it from a kid who's growing it in his backyard.
But I think they have a monopoly, which means they can dictate the price
Right,
and
right.
everything.
Yeah.
But I understand
No
that.
competition.
So, but then the alternative is to make it illegal or make it just medicinal.
You rework the bill to where you could just grow it on your own if you want.
But I mean, is anybody having trouble getting weed right now?
yeah, that's the
No.
thing.
Not really.
No, that's true. All right, so keep it the way it is.
Yeah.
Like if you want it, you already have it anyways.
Right. Here's some sad news. South Florida men's basketball coach Amir Abdur-Rahim died on yesterday, as originally reported by Tampa Bay Times and confirmed by the university. Abdur-Rahim, 43, was about to enter his second year with the Bulls. According to Tampa Bay Times, he was battling an undisclosed illness. He is the younger brother of NBA star Sharif Abdur-Rahim and was considered a rising star in coaching college basketball.
That's
It's
horrible.
terrible because he looks so young and healthy.
43?
Yeah, and I don't know anything about basketball,
Well-
and I never knew who the guy was, but I saw the pictures of him, and I just looks terrible.
They had a great season last year. They won their conference. They were ranked in the top 25, which hadn't happened in a long time. Like he was really,
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing well.
he was turning that program around, and there were a lot really high expectations. They were just getting ready to start back up for the season.
He was the Chad of USF men's basketball.
yeah.
Because I mean, they were having sellout games last season, which hadn't happened in years because
Carmen,
of
does
the
Chad know
buzz.
anything about basketball? There's an opening.
By the way, he also looked very much like a great basketball coach. Like he
Right.
just
Yeah.
had that cool, like he lit in the suit and stuff, and he just looked like a guy. You're like, yeah, that guy's a winner.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they were packing the Sundome for the first time in a long time because they were playing so good.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
Well,
horrible.
Sad news.
What happened? He had a complication in the surgery?
They said
Yeah.
it's an operation, an undisclosed operation he was in for. So who knows what it is?
Cloning.
The Tampa Bay Lightning's ownership group is expanding. Vinnick Sports Group, run by Jeff Vinnick, is selling a portion of the National Hockey
Tom
League
Brady.
team to a group of investors led by Doug Osterver and Mark Lipschultz. Terms of the deal were not disclosed, but earlier reports indicate a valuation of close to $2 billion. The transaction represents a compound annual growth rate of about 18% based on the team's evaluation in 2010 when it was sold to Vinnick. The deal was approved by NHL's Board of Governors on October 1st and will take effect immediately. Vinnick will retain control of the team after the transaction and remain as the team's governor for the next 3 years. At that time, control will transfer to Osterver and Lipschultz.
Wow.
So we got to make friends with those guys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't know.
feel like I beat up Lip Schultz in high school.
I feel like Vinnick has done such a great job with this.
Yeah.
I hope that 3 years from now, and
Yeah.
then nothing gets screwed up.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about return on investment. You buy the team, they win back-to-back Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
You know, and they were competitive the
part
whole
of
time.
Part of the reason
Is
you know,
him. And the,
Yeah.
it was so funny because I remember whenever he bought the team and then he replaced all the seats in the Amalie Arena.
and the scoreboard. I don't know
Yeah.
what they call it, the jumbotron. And
Yeah.
I went, what was wrong with the old jumbotron?
What was wrong with the old seats? But he was putting
Yeah.
money in and stuff.
Yep.
And it was so funny because he was out front for the first game where he was owner. He was out front handing out hats. Nobody knew who he was.
Yeah.
But I had read the article and I saw him and I go, "Hey, Mr. Vinnick," and he turned around like I scared the hell out of him. I go, "Congratulations!" He said, "Thanks." I shook his hand, took a hat, and walked in.
Right? Wasn't he behind the whole Water Street thing? Like,
Yeah.
That's all him. Like that whole area down there. in the
Yeah,
last,
he really.
It's amazing.
Because I don't know, is he still a minor owner of Red Sox? I think he had some. I think he had some ownership with the Red Sox. Obviously, his investing group and all that stuff. So he's got a lot of money.
That is somebody who took the area that they went into and
It used to be a
developed the
dump
area
dump.
around
It
it.
was
It was
just
a dump. I mean,
empty lots
and all those people who bought all these bars and couldn't make them work, couldn't make anything
Yeah.
happen. Now you go downtown and there's the Edition Hotel. There's a whole thing in Channelside.
That building that was Anderchuck's and Hot and
Yeah.
Fire. It was
Couldn't get anything going.
It was
there.
a dozen different places, and it never, amounted to anything. And now
Yeah.
the whole thing's built up. It's great when you go down there.
it's unbelievable when you go out. When I pulled out of the parking lot and I went around the back the other day, and I didn't even recognize the street
Yeah.
because there's so many new things.
And that Water Street, they're getting ready to extend it even further down.
yeah, he's transformed the entire downtown.
Yeah.
By
and-
the way, if you'd like to run around that area on November 2nd, they're doing the Bolts Run. I will be out there emceeing.
Are you
and-
running?
I'm not running, but I will be emceeing. But it's a 5K, and I think they do 5K, 1 mile, whatever you want to do, and you can walk it and stuff. But it's really cool, and you get a bunch of cool Bolts gear. And the metal that they have is a lightning metal and stuff. Yeah, so if you want to come out,
Give me one of those.
I can get you one. I can get you one for sure. Yeah,
You
no
gotta be in
problem.
the thing.
I'm not running.
You don't have to.
That's stolen valor.
Nah,
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
If he runs to the stop sign, I'll give it to him.
I will.
Just hanging on the stops and go get it.
I don't know if you're taking advantage of everything that you have with Amazon Prime. So Amazon subscribers that pony up for Prime in exchange for free 2-day shipping, discounts on services such as Grubhub, which you don't have to pay any kind of delivery
I did
fee
not know
if
that.
you use Grubhub. I've told you that before.
No,
You
I
don't
know, but
listen.
I don't.
Yeah.
I never used Grubhub.
Access. Well, I switched.
Yeah.
I was like, screw
Really?
you. Oh yeah. Uber Eats. I'm done with Uber Eats. There's only been like one time where I couldn't get something from Grubhub
Yeah.
that you could get from Uber Eats. One
Okay,
time.
all right.
And there's been other times where I'm like, I'll try this place, and it was fine. Also, films, TV shows on Prime Video and stuff. Now you can add gas to the savings list. Amazon announced that Prime members can save 10 cents per gallon, approximately 7,000 BP affiliated gas stations across the country. For the average U.S. driver, that could translate to nearly $70 in annual savings. I know that doesn't sound a lot, but everybody's always complaining.
$70 more.
Yeah, exactly. So that's $70 back in your pocket. Amazon Prime membership starts at $14.99 a month or $139 a year.
How does that work? You have to have a BP card.
No, you use your Amazon. It's all linked up to your Amazon
Yeah.
thing, and they make it so easy. So I found out one of our listeners said, hey, just so you know, if you have Amazon Prime, Grubhub, no delivery fees, and they do the discount. So I was like, oh, cool. Went to Grubhub, and they said, you want to sign up with your Amazon? I said, yes, and it was done.
Oh,
I mean, it was literally just
Yeah.
linked up. It's so easy. It's ridiculous.
Thank you, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
I was reading this. They're trying to compete with Walmart because Walmart has the gas and they have the online delivery and all that stuff like that.
I still laugh to this day. A thing that I did that I did not realize until the lady said it, and the way she said it made me realize, and I laughed about it, was I went into Walmart, and I think I was buying a gift for somebody, and I was going to get an Amazon card. And I go, hey, do you guys sell Amazon cards? And she goes, no, they're our competition. And I went, oh, yeah. I go, I didn't realize that.
Yep.
That's
You
true.
should have went. So no.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
no.
that's a no? Oh, all right. Well, the last time I was in Walmart, I pushed my empty cart, let it go. I just went like this, and I go, I'm buying everything from Amazon from now on because they were terrible. They were terrible. Ridiculous. The New York Yankees and the LA Dodgers haven't met in the World Series since the Dodgers defeated the Yankees in 1981, but it's actually the most common matchup of all time. The two teams have met in the World Series 11 times. The Yankees have won 8 of them, and the Dodgers won 3. The classic World Series matchup between the Yankees and Dodgers begins tonight in Los Angeles. I'm calling it now. LA wins it in 5.
Ooh,
Yeah.
No, I think the Yankees win it,
Mm.
and I would say the Yankees in 5.
Mm.
I'd be willing to bet you on that.
You want to bet?
Yeah,
How much you want to bet?
$100.
Okay.
Wow.
Chris
all right.
George Washington.
All right. I'll bet you $100.
George Washington's not on
No, no.
How
Well,
many,
100 of them would
how
be
many
right.
Yankee games you've watched this year? Do you know the team really well and like
Nope.
ready prepared?
No, I do know the team as well as I know the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Do you want to bet just straight up? You say Yankees, I say Dodgers, or
Yes.
because we don't need
because
the
we don't do the games. And all
yeah.
that, yeah.
So you take the Yankees, I'll take the Dodgers. $100. I say they win. You say they win.
Okay. Deal.
You're going against gambling guy?
Yes.
Also, I say Mookie Betts will be the MVP.
I think Mookie Wilson will be the man.
Oh, you're going
different-
Mookie for Mookie.
Different Mookie.
Huh?
Just hand him the $100 now.
We'll see what happens.
You want to get on the action?
No.
I'm just saying. If you're so confident in gambling, guy.
No, I'm confident he's going to win. I'm not confident in me.
Yeah, but if you're so confident in his bet, take the bet.
No, because then he ruins my bet.
Yeah.
That's true.
He mushes
Sorry.
me.
Sorry about that.
The LA District Attorney will recommend that the Menendez brothers be resentenced and made eligible for parole. And Kim Kardashian approves.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I was wondering what she was gonna
Is
fall
she
in
gonna-
this.
Well, she started this.
Yeah.
She's been involved in a lot of stuff. She's been involved in a lot of people that were wrongfully convicted or
Yeah.
convicted for like a marijuana thing that they got 100 years for or something. You know,
Yeah, I mean, look, she's using her stardom. Remember when she was going to go get her become a lawyer?
I think she
Still doing it?
Yeah, I don't know whether she wound up doing it or not. I'll tell you. So there's a podcast called what is it? It's the Innocence Project in. I forget what the name of the podcast is, but it's a good podcast and it's interesting. And you hear the people's stories that were wrongful conviction. That's the
you
name
go.
of it, and it's really interesting. Some of the ones you're like, oh, they got screwed, man. But they had her on, and I got to tell you, if you didn't know it was Kim Kardashian, if you didn't know it was this smoke show that got famous for doing a porn that got leaked out to the public, you'd go, this is an intelligent lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you had no idea, if you just came into that conversation, didn't know Kim Kardashian, you'd go, oh, this lady knows what she's talking about, and she's
Got it.
smart. And yeah.
So she passed the baby bar, but she has not passed the actual bar exam.
And in LA, you just have, or in California, you just have to pass the bar and you become a lawyer. You don't have to go to law school.
Right, but technically she's not a lawyer because she has not taken the bar
Right.
exam. She's only taken the baby bar,
I mean,
which is basically
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but that's basically like the practice test.
Okay.
It's to get you ready. So she failed it 3 times, passed it once, and then she hasn't taken the official bar exam.
Somebody was like, do you know you're rich?
Yeah, they're like, you don't need to do this. You can just do it without the license.
So to be a lawyer, you have to go to law school. To be an attorney, you don't have to go to law school. You just if you pass the bar, you can be an attorney. I think that's what it is, right?
No,
is there something like that?
No, it's only
'Cause you can
it's only
represent-
certain states where you're allowed to become an attorney if you take the bar.
Right.
And I know California is one of them. I don't remember what the other ones are. But each state that you go to, like if you are operating in one state and then you move to another, you have to take the bar in that state.
I'm always amazed when a person that's up for murder or something, they're like, I'm going to represent myself. And they're like, oh boy, I wouldn't recommend
you
that.
don't know any of the process.
Yeah.
You want to represent yourself because you want to tell your side of the story, but that's never how it works.
Yeah, and there's so much different legalese that you're like, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
San Francisco Municipal Transportation Agency will shell out $212 million to update the technology of its light rail so that it does not require a floppy disk anymore.
Oh,
They're still using floppy disks. Floppy disk technology has been around since 1998. Yeah, they're still using floppy disk.
Carmen, have you ever held or seen a floppy disk in
Yes.
your lifetime?
I have.
he's saying disc.
Yeah.
Disc. with an S.
Yes, I have.
Wow.
I had some computer games
Right.
that like came in the cereal boxes before they
Oh,
were
yeah.
actual CD form. They were the floppy disk form.
Yeah, I ate one of those. I thought it was part of the cereal.
What?
I didn't know.
That's
Those
not-
things probably only held a couple megabytes, which is so
It's
crazy.
amazing.
Now you
Well-
can buy terabyte thumb drives.
Well, it's also amazing whenever you hear about NASA, whenever we went to the moon, what they had now, the iPhone is like 80 million times faster and stronger and has all the different stuff.
I remember the first time I bought an external hard drive, it was like I think I paid like $450 for it.
And it probably was only a couple of gigs.
It was 300 gigs. It was huge and weighed a ton. But I was trying to save all the clips from the radio and stuff. And now I could buy that for probably $20.
Yeah,
Well,
I remember when my son was younger and he goes, "Hey, can I get a thing that storage a terabyte for my Xbox?" And I go, "What is a terabyte? How much is that?"
Joe made me used to buy 2 terabyte hard drives to save the show, and I was like, "Well, what is that? We got to save." Well, it was like $89.
Yeah, now it costs nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know who in this room is going to be more excited about this.
Probably me.
Could be you.
I don't know what it is.
Could be Carmen.
Oh,
Could be me. Might be Gio.
No.
Joe's a dark horse. Taco Bell
oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm out. I'm out.
revives 5 retro menu items from the 60s to the 2000s that are all less than $3.
The one
Oh.
I thought about you instantly because you've been talking about this for years.
What?
And it's only $3.
Yeah, so the Decades menu features burritos, tostadas, and more from the chain's first 5 decades. There's some cheesy blast from the past coming to Taco Bell. The restaurant has a bunch of different starting on Halloween, so October 31st. The Decades menu features fan favorites from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. The tostada is the most dated item. It'll be one of the 6 items released by Taco Bell's first walk-up location in California. So that'll be $2.19. So it's all $3 or less.
Wow.
These different things. The 70s is represented by the green burrito sauce, which combines refried beans, onions, shredded lettuce, and a jalapeno green sauce and a tortilla. They have the Gordita Supreme is coming back.
I love the Gordita Supreme.
Let's see. Some of the other stuff that they have is the Mexi Melt is coming back.
Now, what exactly is a Mexi Melt?
Mexi Melt is just tortilla with meat, and it has like the pico de gallo, sour cream, and cheese.
Okay.
And it is so good.
Yeah.
I remember they used to be $1, or
Yeah,
they were like 99 cents, maybe, whatever.
Listen,
but
man, Taco Bell gets it. They just get it. They know what to do.
they're bringing back from the 2000s the caramel apple empanada.
Yes.
Yeah, they're bringing that back. So there's a bunch of different stuff, but it's starting on Halloween. It's
I'm
going to be
not
back.
listening to any of this.
Double Decker Taco was the one that I wanted to bring back, and that's now.
Double Decker one is the one that got me in trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
They got me yelled at by Bobby Kelly.
Yeah.
They've already won my heart.
Yeah.
Well, they've done other stuff to your heart as well.
That's right.
They won it and they've squeezed it.
Will you go get the Mexi Melt the day it's open? It's available.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
You have to.
And I'll eat it that day, and then I'll go, that was great, and I'll never have it again.
Start your day off with the steak, egg, and cheese bagel,
Oh,
and then
no.
get the Mexi Melt after that.
I
Like Mike
can't,
does.
I can't
That's
do
too
a bang
much.
bang. That's,
Bang,
That's not
bang.
bad.
That's what we call it.
Yep.
Bang, bang.
Double
You can
banger.
bang it.
Bang,
If I can
bang.
go Taco Bell, Wendy's, you can go.
man.
McDonald's, Taco Bell. Yeesh, I don't know. Should you be allowed to use a sick day to care for a sick pet? If you have a sick dog or cat or anything?
100%.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Because what are you supposed to do? Like you would do it for your kid,
Yeah.
Right, and especially if you're single, your dog's sick or your cat's sick.
right?
Or
Because what are you
your
supposed to do?
ferret is
Just
sick.
lock them up in a cage and let them be sick on themselves? That's inhumane.
Well,
Yeah.
New York City might make it a thing. A new amendment would allow anyone to use sick days to take care of their pet. Right now, you can only use them if you or someone in your family is sick, like they're going to know.
Yeah, you just lie.
Right.
The dog is in my family.
The basic argument is pets are part of the family.
Yeah.
So if you have a cool boss, they may already allow that. Or if you just lie.
Though
you can do it
Dom
that
has
way.
told me that it's property. It's not
Property.
Yes.
True.
It's considered property in the state of Florida. Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody does something to your dog, whatever, it's that which is crazy. That's a law they should change.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't like the wording.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because if somebody ever hurt your dog, it's easier
Property
to go
damage.
after them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they should make it property and something where it's,
Companion.
not necessarily manslaughter,
Yeah,
but something
no, I get you.
where you get that kind of thing. Joe, I'm sorry, I'm sending you something I forgot to send to you, so I'm sending it to you now. So I'm going to skip a story, and I'll come back to that one here in a second. In a poll, 30% of people said they would not have a problem buying a house where someone was murdered in it if it was otherwise great. If they're like, hey, it's got everything. It's got the pool. It's got this. It's got that, whatever. But somebody was brutally murdered in our kitchen. You're still fine with that, Carmen?
Yeah.
Huh?
Because it's not the place, it's the person. You know what I mean? Usually when like murder happens, it's because that person was a bad person or the person who killed him was a bad person. It wasn't the house made him do it.
No, but you got to know that it was in the house, and it's kind of like, oh, what if?
It's like a superstition, though.
Yeah, but what if I said to you, "Hey, this room here, the guy lost his rectum fell out and he crapped all over this room. We cleaned it, but it's he did it."
No, I'm not even worried about that. I'm not worried about the blood and stuff. I'm worried about the little girl that was murdered that haunts me at night whenever I go for a late night snack. And she's under the counter meowing. You know what I mean? Like,
if you want to knock off a couple $100,000 off the top,
Right.
$200,000.
I'm
good. Gio gets it.
32% said murder would be a deal breaker, and 38% said they don't know what they would do.
Yeah, I'm in.
I think it would be a deal breaker for me.
I don't know.
Even if it was a good deal.
Yeah, because I'll always think about it like Galvin said. If I see if my cat came running towards me and dragging a towel, it would scare the hell out of me.
Do you hold your breath when you drive by a graveyard?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah, I bet guys.
What does that mean?
So the spirits can't get inside.
Yeah.
But you don't do that, so you're not superstitious, so buy the murder house.
I'll be honest with you, Carmen. I do it out of competition to see whether I can hold my breath that long.
Yeah,
I really
exactly.
do.
It's not like...
I really do.
You want to hear something funny? Is that my wife does this thing that every time we go over a railroad track, she like touches the ceiling of the car.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every time since I know her. So when we're in the car and we're fighting with each other, I purposely go over railroad tracks to see if she'll still do or we're fighting. And she does every time. She'll be going, You're an idiot. You're a goddamn idiot. And this, that, and then she just stops and does the thing. And then goes back there. And I went this way on purpose.
I thought you were going to say you go over railroad tracks and hold her hands down.
No,
so she can't do it. No, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
Carmen, I think you're going to be excited about this one. Jimmy John's now has a pickle witch.
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
That contains your regular sub ingredients for a sandwich, but it's on a giant dill pickle.
Yeah,
they use that as a bread. So they cut the pickle in half. There's a picture of it on Bone TV, what it looks like there. But it's literally just a big giant pickle with meat and onion and cheese and tomato and all
Like
that
I want to try that, but it's going to be messy.
Yeah.
The pickle is not going to hold the meat in.
It's going to be all like slimy and kind of.
Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult, but I think if you have the paper around the bottom and you could do it, whatever. But what they're really kind of trying to do is my pickle pinwheel. That's what they're trying to do.
I love pickles, but I think that's too much. Too much? Too much.
It's never enough.
Well, you can try it out.
I'm also a
After you had Taco Bell.
fan of the pickle.
Yeah.
Roger, good morning on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, Mike, how you been?
Good. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, I just want to let you know, I went to the Bone online and I registered for the tailgate. I got my email late last night from Oliveira.
Oh, great.
And I'm in. So,
all right.
At least he calls you back.
Hey, can you pick up Gator Man on the way? Well, we'll see you out there. We'll be out there starting at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning.
All right, partner. See you then.
All right, Val. Thank you. If you didn't win, you're still have an opportunity to get in. So
Just
I like
show
that.
up.
By the way,
Save Mike's hope.
don't unless you bring a hot chick with you. Josh, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Good morning. Real quick, just for Gio, the double-decker. If you ever have a chance, instead of the refried beans between the two tortillas, guacamole, I recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like guacamole, though. It reminds me of boogers.
Yeah.
Carmen likes it.
Maybe just an avocado spread.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I'm not opposed to it.
By the way, did you hear what Roger said? All right, partner.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
He's straight up. He's straight up.
I like that. All right, partner. Some guy apparently paid 2 influencers on Cameo to tell his wife that he wants a divorce.
What?
The influencers are 2 identical twins who go by the Voros twins. I don't know if you've ever heard of them or seen them or anything, but weren't you going to have the one guy that
Gives
tells
bad
people?
news?
John breaks bad news.
John breaks bad news. I was going to have him fire Spanish.
Oh.
I mean, I thought that would be funny. I don't know. It would be a great way for this show. When things were going down in Spanish, I was like, what if we have John breaks bad news do it live on the show? But everybody voted against that. So.
Today is World Pasta Day. Who doesn't like pasta?
I love pasta.
Yeah.
Pasta's so good.
I don't like spaghetti, but I like pasta.
You don't like spaghetti. Explain that to me. You don't like spaghetti the noodle. You don't like spaghetti because you don't like spaghetti with the sauce. What don't you like about spaghetti?
I think I just don't like the noodle because I do like an angel hair.
Yeah.
Or something thin like that. I like a fettuccine.
You like a linguine?
I like a linguine. I just don't like spaghetti.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's not like I'm.
I
mad at
prefer
it.
angel hair over
100%.
spaghetti.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah, it's something about that noodle. Obviously, I'm not going to pass it up if you put it on my plate.
Yeah.
But if I have my option, I'm picking angel hair.
I do like spaghetti. I like really any noodle, whatever. But if I'm going for anything, I love some ziti, man. I love some ziti.
Yeah.
My daughter will eat macaroni. Like she'll tell me sometime 9 o'clock in the morning, can you make me pasta with red sauce? No, who's eating that for breakfast? I'm not. Yeah, I do. Yeah. That kid, all she eats is pasta with red sauce and rice and beans. I don't know who she's a fattest Italian American Spanish eater. I don't know what she's going to turn into. But
She loves carbs.
well, yeah,
That's
but
a lot
she's
of
skinny.
carbs.
She's skinny mini.
Well, yeah, now.
Yeah, that's
Right. How old is she?
We're all skinny when we were kids.
Might want to tap the brakes on that.
I don't know. Joey is eats fast food all the time, and he's skinny too.
Yeah.
They used to call me Ethiopian
Yeah.
to a point. You know what I
Sure.
mean? And then your metabolism slows down. And you go, I got to stop eating.
Like for girls, it's like 24, 25. And then for guys, it's about 27, 28.
I feel like it was earlier for me.
yeah.
Earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's like 24, 25 for both.
Yeah.
Girls and guys.
Listen, yeah, absolutely. I was eating terribly and doing all that stuff. So I'm not like, they forced me to eat bad food, all that stuff. But whatever.
Is that Vito?
Yeah, that's Vito. Yeah, wow, he looks good. From Sopranos is on Fox. Oh, probably cooking for pasta day.
Yep.
Oh.
Because what, he has a sauce, right?
No, Steve,
Sharippa had the sauce.
Had the sauce, whatever.
He had soup.
Yeah.
He was Joe Soup.
I love soup, too.
Yeah, dude, Carmen, I got to take you to Mustard Seed.
Okay.
Mustard Seed makes the best soups and sandwiches ever, and I can't go there before Bobby starts sending me angry emails, but I'd like to take you there.
Okay.
And just watch her eat.
Drop her off.
Next time you come,
Wait, what?
next time you come here, I'll take you to Mustard Seed.
Okay, deal.
Oh, their soup is so good.
Oh, Carmen was coming here today.
For the
No.
Greek food.
Yeah.
No, because I'm actually leaving early today.
What?
What?
Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment.
Oh, what's
no.
wrong?
Nothing, just a checkup, but I have
You
to
getting that weird hairy mole looked at?
Yeah.
My mole is not hairy.
Why were you shaving it?
I wasn't. It was an accident.
It reached out the
I
other
rest
day.
my
and
case.
It reached out and called, it grabbed their phone and called me.
Yeah.
Bloody moly, 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 moly.
No, I'm getting blood work done, so they only do it in the morning because I also have I also have to fast, so I can't eat. So basically, I can't change it around. I
bet
have
you're
to
hungry.
go.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm doing fine. I had a cup of black coffee, which they said is fine, so that kind of suppressed my appetite. And I've been doing good. I've only been having like protein shakes in the morning, so I've been kind of doing like liquid diets in the morning anyway.
Would you tell us if you were pregnant?
Yes, I would.
What if you're not going to keep it?
I would tell you, yeah. And then that way I could, share my experience.
We could all kick you in the belly.
Sure.
Did
Throw me
you
down the stairs?
see, speaking of being pregnant, did you see the article from Rolling Stone where Stevie Nicks said that if she would have had the baby, but she didn't have the baby, that there would never have been any Fleetwood Mac.
Oh.
Do you know who the baby's father was? In 1971.
Paul Simon.
No.
1971, the year that I was
1971.
born. Nikki Sixx
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks was dating Lindsey Buckingham.
You would think Lindsey Buckingham,
but I know
not
that's
Lindsey.
probably not the answer. I'm going to say it was Rick Springfield.
No.
Mick Jagger.
No. Famous drummer / singer
Phil Collins?
who you know more as a singer.
Ringo Starr.
No. Don Henley.
Oh.
Don Henley from the Eagles.
What happened? Didn't
But why
She-
would that mean there would be no Fleetwood Mac?
Well, if she was pregnant, she wouldn't have gotten in the band and done the stuff, whatever. Yeah, so she did not have the baby, and then she went on to Fleetwood Mac and all that stuff.
That's good.
So she's saying if you have an abortion, you'll be a lead singer of
Did
a
she have an abortion?
famous
Is that what
band.
it was?
I don't read so this is the interesting thing that I was talking about with some stuff happening. We still don't know what happened with Jamie Foxx with his mysterious being hospitalized,
Yes.
all that stuff. There's a new angle on it.
Oh.
Diddy did it.
Really?
So people who attended a 3-night taping of Jamie's upcoming Netflix special. Now you have to understand this was a comedy show. What had happened was earlier this month, he blames Diddy for his health emergency.
What did he say?
He said, one witness claims that Jamie said Diddy did something to Jamie that caused him to go to the hospital. And he's the one who called the FBI on him. Again,
Jamie Foxx's?
yeah, and that's what happened. This is a comedy show. The guy says he doesn't think Jamie was joking. Another guy alleged that attendees say that Jamie told the crowd that Diddy poisoned him.
Yeah,
Holy
that's what he
cow.
does. He'll threaten to kill you, poison you. What if you're going to talk? He's going to come get you.
However, a third guy says Jamie told a bunch of Diddy jokes, and he didn't blame Diddy for his health issues. He was joking around
Yeah,
about it and
sure.
stuff. According to witnesses, Jamie said, people keep asking me if Diddy was responsible. He was not responsible. If he was, I would be dead right now. There's no word
Yeah.
yet when the
So-
special airs. With
I went to the MTV Awards one year, and Jamie Foxx was the host,
yeah,
and it was live. And in between, like Jamie Foxx would come out with a microphone, and he would sing. He would talk to people while they were waiting to come back from break. And Jennifer Lopez was there with the dancer or somebody that she was with after
Chris Judd.
Diddy. Maybe it was Chris Judd. And she walked in with Chris Judd. Jamie Foxx looked at her and he goes, "Oh, Jennifer Lopez." I mean, in front of everybody, but off the TV, just in this.
Right.
And looks at her and goes, "Oh, Jennifer Lopez." And then he looks at Diddy. He goes, "Don't worry, Diddy. She'll always be yours." And like really insulting Chris Judd, you know, but in front of everybody too.
Oof.
Yeah, but him and Diddy were tight. That's
Right,
why.
right, right.
So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm sure he was joking about it, but what do we know?
But how many times does stuff come out that was a joke, and then you're like, "Oh, something really," you know, is that?
Yeah,
Hannibal Buress.
There's always a little truth to it.
Yeah, interesting.
that's weird.
Lorne Michaels has opened up again about the decision to fire Shane Gillis from Saturday Night Live before he ever stepped down on the ever stepped on the Studio 8H stage. Gillis was fired back in 2019. Can you believe that was 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Ahead of season 45 of the long-running NBC show. At the time, it appeared to be a decision by the creator, Michaels. But in a new interview with Wall Street Journal, he says it was actually the network's call. He said, quote, "That was very strong from the people in charge, and obviously I was not on that side, but I understood it," Michaels told the Wall Street Journal. Shane Gillis has talked about it, and he said Lorne couldn't have been cooler about it.
Yeah, he said he called him and told him and was,
He was like, I heard him say that, like, he said Lauren had his back until the very end.
Yeah,
he
you
said
know?
it on the show.
Yeah.
Shane said it on the show.
Yeah, and, you know,
That's the
him
best thing that
going
happened to
back
him.
and hosting and doing all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I don't think he would be what he is today had he stayed on SNL.
no,
No,
probably not.
not even
And-
Got it.
because he wouldn't have been able to do all the things that he did
Yeah.
and be the guy that he really is.
I think
because
he'd
of
be
TV.
he'd be like another no name on SNL.
Yeah.
Really.
And I'm telling you right now, if you have not watched any of the Gillian Keeves sketches, watch that. They're all on YouTube. Just type in Gillian Keeves, and they are hilarious, and they're better than anything
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live's done in the last 25 years.
I watch a lot of specials. Shane's last special is
Beautiful
great.
Dog
is the best
Beautiful
one I've
Dogs
seen in
is
a long
one of the
time.
best specials ever. Yeah, it really is very, very
It's
good.
so funny, and he's just a likable guy. He's just a good, likable guy.
Yeah. Lil Xan.
I'm sure Joey knows him.
Lil Xan. I think that's what it is.
That's
'cause
what those
it's-
things you put in your mouth
Xanax?
with tobacco.
No,
Oh, no, those are
Zen.
Zans.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Baker's doing those.
No.
This is XAN, like Xanax,
Oh
right?
yeah, I don't know.
Lil Xan
Yeah.
has been ordered to pay $28,000 to a man he pulled a gun on
Ooh.
at a gas station in 2020.
Oh,
They got into
2020?
it. Yeah, they got into an argument because Lil Xan was dissing Tupac, calling him boring.
I get it.
So that's the thing
Wait.
now. You pull a gun on me, I get 28 grand.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'll
you
take
can
it.
sue anyone for anything,
That's
and
wild.
if you're traumatized by the situation,
Don't
All
be
right, Joe.
talking crap.
Joe has a picture of Lil Xan there. He's got a little sleepy thing under his eye.
I
It
don't know Lil
says
Xan.
ZZ. It says ZZZZ.
he dated Miley Cyrus's little sister.
Oh, she's
Noah
a weirdo.
Cyrus.
Yeah, she's a weirdo. She shaved her eyebrows. She's a weird looking.
But they dated like way long ago when they were like teenagers, early, 18, 19, whatever.
I remember I got introduced to Miley Cyrus's sister because she was a
what's her name?
Noah Cyrus.
she was a mentor on American Idol, and I go, who this? I go, who this lady? And she was weird looking, and she like shaves her eyebrows, so she looks like an alien.
Was Billy Ray on American Idol? Was he a host or something, or one of the judges for a minute?
I feel like he did something. He like filled in or something maybe.
Yeah.
Why does this woman shave her eyebrows?
Right? Isn't it the weirdest, grossest looking thing in the world?
Yeah.
It makes you look like you're from the future.
Humiliation.
Oh yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, she's all right looking.
Yeah, if somebody made her look like a normal human, she'd be.
If your sister is super famous and successful,
you have to try and do something.
You got to do something to try and
But also Noah Cyrus, she can also sing. You know what I mean? But obviously she's just overshadowed by Miley. No, yeah, she can. She's overshadowed by Miley Cyrus by 100 times.
Yeah,
because she had the show, and you know what I mean. Like she's the first. But Noah Cyrus, she's also very talented.
Ask Jamie Lynn Spears how that works.
Exactly.
Yeah. Finally, in news. I have some new music for you guys. It's been a little while since we had some new music.
I love new music. We have not had new music in some time.
We're going to play the new music. You guys tell me who you think it is. As soon as you know who it is, just holler it out.
All right.
It is a band that's been around for a while. I will tell you, they have a different singer now. So take a listen. If you know who it is, yell it out. Here we go. New music on the Mike Calta Show.
Yeah.
They would have been better if they didn't call themselves Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Or if they did Linkin Park with feature, you know what I mean? Like,
maybe something,
or just completely changed it.
More like Stinkin' Park.
That is Over Each Other. It's a new song by Linkin Park. By the way, the video is the lead singer, the female, and she portrays, I don't know whether she's a lesbian or not, but a lesbian in a relationship with your own, they're fighting the whole time. And I'm like,
now I like it.
I mean, I can kind of hear Chester singing that song, I guess, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, there you go. New Linkin Park. Yes, this is from 2024.
Not my Linkin Park.
Stinkin' Park.
Yeah. And that is it for news.
All right, Galvin, thank you.
Got it.
We got a lot happening on the show today. The folks from the Greek Festival are stopping by. They usually bring Joe some alcohol.
Ooh.
And they'll have food that Carmen can't have.
Yep.
And then the Greek Festival, I went one time. I drove by there, and it happened to be happening. It was a good time. So we'll have them in the studio here in about a half hour, 45 minutes or so. Then Jason Ellis will be here. Jason Ellis is going to be at Coastal Creative, I think, tonight. We'll talk to him about that. I went to L.A. and saw Jason Ellis do comedy for the first time at the Comedy Store. Loved it. I didn't know what to expect, and I loved it. I can't wait to talk to him about it. I wish that he could tell the story that he told during it was the Dirty Show at the Comedy Store. So he cannot. I can tell you that he cannot, right? Unless he could figure out Carmen. It was about him being at an all male orgy.
I saw a clip of that yesterday.
Did you really? So
I don't know
so
how
funny.
It
was so funny. I don't know how he could tell that on the air at all.
I mean, I don't know that it's even possible.
No.
You saw a clip of the orgy, or you saw?
I saw the orgy, and then I went and looked for the stand-up story.
Yeah. Jason
What
Ellis
have you had
seems to
any
be
stories about this?
Jason Ellis seems to be a guy who at one point he was like, "Wait a second, mate, I'm gay," and then just went crazy on it. Yeah, it just was like, "I'm doing it now." Good for him. At least he's happy. All right, we got to take a break though. We'll do that right now. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have a lot left in the tank today.
Oh yeah, wore out from the
last night. We wore out.
If Carmen's leaving early, what happens? Dizzy?
No, we just have to keep talking until somebody else walks in the room.
All right.
Sounds like crap anyway, so it's a difference.
Hey.
Maybe we should all leave early.
Yeah.
No, Dizzy, I've set it up. Dizzy is actually here. He's here early for me, so he's here and ready to go whenever I'm ready to leave.
Is he in the studio with you now?
Yes, he is.
Put his headphones on. What's up, Dizzy?
1 second, he has to get his
All
headphones. Right. He was just sitting there playing on the computer.
Yeah, why be prepared?
Yeah, because there's something I would like to find out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
That was
climbing on the counter?
Yes.
Starting off well, I hear.
Yeah.
Things are falling apart.
What did you want to talk about? I heard he was getting slammed pretty hard in the podcast world.
Oh.
Really?
Because
he can't run the board, and the reason why we asked Hoppy to come back is because Dizzy is doing such a bad job.
Oh. That's a burn on you.
Did you know that Hoppy politely declined our request to come back to the show?
Your request. You said that.
Only you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Which is probably good for the show because it would, it would no longer be around. But no, Dizzy, I wanted to know what's your availability because we're close to November, which is close to the end of the year. We need to do year-end reviews with Dizzy.
Oh, yeah.
You still got the wig?
I think so. I think I do. Yeah, I should have it.
Oh,
if not,
if you
maybe
don't,
it's time for a haircut. You know what I mean?
Listen, if you don't have that wig, you're not in.
Yeah,
It's not a thing anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do we're year-end reviews, and it's going to be hard for you to do Spanish because I know you're still friends with him.
Yeah.
Have you done an exit interview with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it going to be hard, or are you still friends? Which one were you stuttering on?
I mean, we talk. Yeah, we talk, man. Still some things I have to figure out with him.
Like what?
Just like getting past some of the stuff he told me before.
Lies,
you
mean?
Yeah, like before he could be like, yeah, we're friends because we had this talk, but I'm like, you're friends, keeping the truth, not telling the whole truth, telling lies. That's not something I base my friendships on.
Oh, sure.
Dizzy getting straight to the bottom.
Yeah, it just comes down to because I pride myself on for instance, Mike. Like if someone's to say, "Hey, Dizzy was saying this, and that about you," you'd be like, "No, it's not true. I don't believe that."
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know,
I
Dizzy.
pride myself on that type of thing. And then if you really thought for a second, you'd be like, "I'll call him up right now." Because I wouldn't lie. I'd be like, "Yeah, I said that," or whatever. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like this or whatever.
That's how you get past things.
Yeah. So it's just something like that before I could be like, "Yeah, let's go." Hang out outside of here. Yeah.
What is the status? Now I need to. I wasn't going to ask you all these questions, but now I want to know. Joe wants to know even more.
Joe wants the fulls.
Oh, Joe,
yeah.
I want to know Joe's fold.
I didn't ask the fulls.
You want to know though?
Well, kind of.
What do you want to know?
Like Joe doesn't talk to him. How are you talking to him?
And he lives at Joe's house.
No.
Yeah. He reached out a while back, and
Well, it's only been like a week. Don't make it like you guys months ago were talking.
By the way, Dizzy, your Canadian slipped out there.
Yeah.
Hey.
out. Yeah, I know. I hate it. Yeah, he just was like asking me questions about what's going on here, and then we kind of had conversations about how stuff was handled, and I gave my honest opinion to him, and I know there was a little pushback, but
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need to know more. I need to know detail. I want to know what were the questions? What did you say? How it was handled? I'd like to know these things.
Well, I'll just kind of say the stuff that I said on air.
Okay. I didn't know you said any stuff on it.
Well, kind of on the after show a little bit. You came on and we discussed it, but talking with him, I know one of the things we talked about. I was like, bro, you got to understand, you lied to them. Even if you don't think you were lying, you didn't tell the whole truth. That's a lie.
Right.
And I was like, and they're upset rightfully because you've known each other for 10 plus years, 15 whatever years. I've only known them close the last few years, and I was upset. So I was like, imagine how they feel when you've worked your whole life here with them, and then now they're like, can we even trust the guy?
Yeah.
So it was kind of that kind of conversation.
And was he receptive to that, or was he like, no?
I mean, a little. There was a little pushback at first, I'll say, but I think that he just needs to hear it more. I think whatever's happening right now, he's not hearing the side of us where it's like, no, you messed up. He's probably have someone else in his ear telling him something else.
Yeah, that's what somebody was saying yesterday on the show. You can't blame him because he's probably getting it from her or whoever of saying the opposite, so he doesn't know what to believe or where he's at.
But it is his life, so he can make that decision of what's right or wrong or a lie or the truth.
Well, he did.
What do you mean?
He did make the decision.
So by your actions, you make a decision.
Right, yeah. But I'm just saying, you're saying because he has her in his ear, but I just don't accept that as a acceptable as a valid reason for him to be confused or him not to know what's wrong.
Not an excuse.
You know what I mean? But her talking in his ear, that's him making the decision to trust and believe her.
It's crazy, but we don't know any of this. It's all speculation.
This is all speculation.
Yeah, I don't really feel
I don't know
like
what's real, what's not, and I don't know who's with who. I don't even know.
But like Dizzy said, you need to talk to him more, but I don't really feel that that's necessary because it's not going to change
Or it will
anything.
help.
What help who?
Help him. I don't think us talking to him, we've all said our piece and we've all said the same thing, borderline or around about the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if he doesn't feel that way by now, by hearing it from all of us separately or individually or together, then that's just not the way he feels about it.
Yeah, you can't tell people stuff they don't want to hear,
Right.
and also you can't help someone who doesn't want help.
Right.
That's the main
You
thing.
you have to go. All right, I'm ready to accept, that I made mistakes and did that stuff, and then work on it. But yeah,
And
at
he's
this
not
point,
there.
no, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just had it because I know one of the things he was upset was he said like a lot of stuff was said on air and stuff. I was like, yeah, but it came out in the like we had to talk about that where it's like the job, what we sign up for,
But
And
like-
it happened
what?
on air.
Yeah, but also there is some narrative going around that he is saying that he and I had a conversation off air that he wasn't ready to talk about his relationship on air. And I'm like, we've never had that conversation. And then I asked everybody in the room, I'm like, has he ever said that to me? Like, don't talk about this on the air or whatever. I'm like, I don't recall ever having that. I know it was going on, but we never had like said, hey, we're not ready to talk about that. Don't bring it up. Never. Unless I missed something that you guys remember.
I don't. Who knows? I got to be honest with you.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I definitely told him that like he needs to have a conversation with you guys because
He
don't
doesn't.
wait. Well, it was kind of more like don't wait for them to message you because you're the one who effed up, bro. You got to go reach out to them and make it right. You can't expect them to be like, hey man, so tell me everything when you got them upset. You got to reach out to them and be like, hey, let's have a talk if you want. If not, you got to respect it. Just keep it moving.
Yeah. I don't. He chose to reach out to me at 10:30 on a Sunday night, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that
Pretty
was
telling that he didn't really have any interest.
Dizzy.
What's wrong, Joe? Oh, is it because of Dizzy? Because of the dog, rather?
That's racist.
Oh.
Sorry. we were on the air talking to Dizzy, and all of a sudden my dog just came running in here out of nowhere, which is weird because the doors aren't open, and then Joe lost the camera.
Mm-hmm.
You're back, baby.
I'm back, baby.
I did get 4 to 5 kisses, so I'm okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
What happened?
Thank you, Gio.
How did she do it? How did she get?
And the door must have been cracked open.
Oh,
yeah.
She's a little
It's weird because
wizard.
we didn't go out that door when we were
No.
in the break, so I don't know.
Very interesting.
She's back in there. She's fine.
So, all right. So then I guess, I don't know. I do feel like unless, I'm not trying to say that I'm trying to make this happen. I'm not. I'm telling you right now, I'm not. But I'm just thinking the only way that I would be interested in talking to Spanish about anything that happened before would be on the air.
Yeah.
And I'm
yeah.
not saying that I want to do that, but if he was like, nah, I want to come on and say my piece or whatever, I'd be like, okay, well, that would be the only way that I would do it.
Right, and people are invested in it. The listeners went through it with us and what happened and all that stuff. So I'm sure they would love to hear what both sides are.
And also, I mean, he'd been here for 14 years.
Right.
He knows that's how we handle business. That's how we do everything.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
unless,
no
Carmen,
exception.
if you called me up and you said, listen, my mom is not really in a good spot right now, please don't talk about it on the air, I would never bring that up on the air. Like, it's not like we handle everything on the air, Carmen. We have to talk about your mom. Obviously, your family and your lives come first. But if you were like, I don't know, if you got in trouble for something, or if you, if you said something like I got a rash on my ass, I'd be like, Carmen, we have to say that. We have to say it's so fun. But I would talk to you first,
Right.
If you had a big, gross, bloody, hairy mole.
Mole, yeah.
That I put on Instagram, and it wasn't hairy. You guys made that up.
It was hairy. That's
I
why you
thought
were
you-
shaving.
Yeah.
it.
I
I
think
wasn't
you said
shaving
hairy.
it.
Yeah.
I wasn't shaving
You
it.
should. You definitely should have shaved
What?
it.
You guys.
Who do you think Spanish went on record on saying he hates the most on the show now?
Oh, he did?
Oh.
Who do you think it was?
I think it was me.
Joe. Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I did.
Do you know Dizzy?
Yeah, it's you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He never said any of that. I'm kidding.
I was like-
I just want to rile you up for a
You're
second.
really dropping bombs.
Yeah, I just want to rile you up. No, he never said
I've
that.
talked to him a couple times since then.
He did say that Gio has talked to him a lot. Well, I don't know
Yeah.
if he said a lot. He just said
Yeah.
he did.
But Gio has been the one to reach out. That's
Yeah.
the thing. No one else has reached out.
It's
I did reach out a
interesting.
couple times.
I don't hate Spanish. I don't
Yeah.
like. I care about him, and I hope that whatever's going on works out for him. But I'm still angry enough where I'm like, I'm not calling him. I don't want to do it. And you reached out to him, which is weird to me. I'm fine with it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not like, how dare you? But it's just like I don't have that in me. Like I get to a point where I'm like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, I when he first went through his stuff, I reached out to him.
Yeah.
A long time ago. I'm talking. This was
No shoes.
however long. Yeah. And I reached out to him, and he never texted me back. So I said, "All right."
Yeah, listen.
I was just like, all right.
At that first incident, I had to be the one to call his parents.
Yeah.
I had to talk to his father and be
remember.
like, "Hey, this is happening. I feel bad. I don't know what to do. You're his parents. You know what I mean?" And now, I don't know. Now I'm getting pissed off.
Yeah, I reached out just because I heard the story like late when it happened, and I just hit him with like, "Yo, you good, dog?" And then from there we kind of had conversations. And when we did, I told him, like, look, like, I'm not going to just air out the stuff we're talking about, but like at the same time, people are going to ask me, and at some point it becomes like you could affect my relationships now and like my work, and like I'm not going to totally not say anything and like lie.
like,
you know what I
Because
mean?
you've actually seen him.
Yeah.
Oh, you've
Like-
seen him?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I have seen him. I did. Yeah.
Dizzy, I'm just going to tell you right now, that wouldn't affect anything in our relationship. Again, if Spanish did something to me, if he stole from me or if he hurt somebody in my family or something, then I'd be like, he's dead to me. But I'm not. There's nothing. I don't tell anybody. Don't talk to Spanish anymore. I don't care. I think there's going to be a time. I would just assume in the future. I mean, Spanish still works here. I think there's going to be a time where we're beyond it and we're past everything. You know what I mean? I just don't think we're there yet.
It's fresh. Like you said earlier, it hasn't even been like a month.
And I'm also a baby. I like to talk about these things.
Yeah,
I
get it.
I want to hear dirt. I want to know the news. He does hate Joe the most, doesn't he?
Oh, I'm sure.
Why? Why would he hate Joe the most?
Because he lives there
all
and he
do.
never goes to. He never goes.
But that's the thing. He doesn't really live there anymore, right, Joe?
I haven't seen him in 2 weeks, and he was very, very sporadically at the house, for a month before.
And then
And you
lied
said
to us
he-
and said he was at Brother Mark's.
Right. And then you also said that he has paid some rent, not all rent.
That's
so is
correct,
that like
yeah.
a partial moving?
Man, Joe's putting all the details out there. All
I'm
the
not putting the
dirt.
details out. I'm being honest.
Is he trying to move in with Dizzy?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, Disney's got a pool.
Yeah.
I
I had a pool. It got messed up in the hurricane.
Oh, sorry.
And don't forget Kurt. What's his name? Your roommate?
Oh, Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Kurt.
Close. I knew it was some.
So close.
I knew it was
So
some
close.
straight up white dude name.
Yeah,
Disney,
yeah.
how did your pool screen do? Everything okay?
Technically, that was my parents, so that thing is still, the weird thing about it. Well, not the weird thing. You guys know, for insurance purposes, you can't touch it. You kind of got to let them come first and do what they have to do
They gotta take
before you
pictures.
before you can go even.
I don't know if you heard, Dizzy, but Mike knows that struggle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's been difficult.
Oh, your pool deck fell too.
I mean, I got one screen flapping in the wind.
It's the highest. It's the highest.
the
screen.
screen.
High one,
Yeah.
yeah.
It is the
That
high
makes sense.
You know
Yeah.
what that trouble's like? Stuff up
Oh.
high.
Yeah.
All right.
My life story. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
I mean, I had a bird get in there,
Yeah.
oh, a whole bird.
Nature.
and it couldn't get out. That
Man.
bird probably lost his life because of the storm. It's terrible.
Affecting everyone now. Yeah.
I know. Really. Damn you, hurricanes.
Throwing off the ecosystem. I get
Yep,
it.
yep.
Yeah,
See?
I get it.
You know
The
what's going
struggles.
on.
Yeah. Rich guy struggles.
Well,
I get it.
Carmen, what are you really going to the doctor for today?
I'm not hiding it by any means. I'm going to the doctor to get my hormones tested, and they have to do blood
See
work.
if you're a lady.
No, I've had my whole life. I've been irregular, my period, and
Got a beard.
I have a beard.
Very
Yes,
high testosterone.
correct. But since last year, last May, June, I've had regular periods every month at the age of 32, 33.
Why did you ask this?
Yeah, exactly. You want to know, so here you go. So I just find it a little, not concerning, because like I said, my lady doctor has always said that is normal for women to be irregular, but now at the age of 33, to go from irregular to regular
Old.
with no major life change or anything like that, I just want to know. And now they're, the talks of all the hormones they put in the food, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, that. I just figured might as well get it tested to see. And the doctor who created TISA, that is part of what he does at his wellness centers. So,
So, believe it or not, Carmen and I actually talked about this a little bit, and she
No.
was telling me
You
that
talk
she
about
went
your
to the
period,
doctor,
Carmen?
and she was saying about the hair on her face and stuff, that it's a concern to her and her hormones and everything. And the doctor said, "How far down does it go?" And she goes, "All the way to my penis." That's another thing I wanted to talk to you.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, that's good.
My honest opinion, Mike, it sounds like you need to throw it out and get an upgrade. You, Carmen.
Wait.
You. Yeah.
To get
This
rid
one's
of-
gone bad.
Yeah,
Throw this
yeah.
one out.
Wait,
Get a new one.
It's like a strawberry.
Yeah.
It's gray. It got gray hair
Exactly.
on it.
You know, Spanish is gone. Now Carmen's gone.
Yeah.
New blood for the new year.
I mean,
I love you, Carmen.
you would roll into the Spanish slot, but I mean, for Carmen, we'd have to replace her with a new and improved version, like a hot young chick.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Carmen
You were
went
model.
Carmen went from the hot, dumb blonde on the show to being like the smart, wifey mom
Yeah.
type.
Regular period.
Yeah.
Soccer mom doesn't want to have an OnlyFans. I hate this Carmen.
Really should have
Gross.
respect my year in review.
It does, though. It does.
JoJo. What?
The what?
She's older and she's actually a mom. I'm just saying she goes against everything Mike was just saying that you
Leave
guys
her
wanted.
period out of this.
I
Is
said
she
nothing
regular?
about her period.
At least we know she puts out.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
With radio guys, too. Yeah. Super 2.
Oh, my God.
That was the O? That was the line?
8:30. I gotta go, guys.
That is awkward.
Oh, is that guy still working?
What's his name again?
Whiplash?
J.R. Rockwell. Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. I think he's with Mo still. But actually, I don't even know because I heard the attorney Patrick Smith comes in when Spike's not in. So he got knocked down by an attorney, I assume.
An attorney is answering the phones?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I guess it's just second chair. They don't have a phone screener.
No one has a phone screener.
Yeah, just you guys and Roger and JP.
Roger and
That
JP.
rock idiot doesn't deserve to have a second mic. That guy's the dumbest guy I've ever heard on the radio.
Who has him on the death pool?
I don't know.
If he doesn't work here anymore, I think I do.
I think.
But again,
I heard him a
he-
couple days
Yeah,
ago. Yeah.
he's still on payroll.
It may have been
So
a best
I should
of.
not say that
It's
anymore.
the Ryan Adams rule,
I was gonna say Ryan still works here.
All right.
which I got screwed at that year.
Well, it's fixed.
Gio does get screwed every once in a while.
The kid had been in the building like 5 years, but he was still on
He's
payroll.
still on payroll.
Yeah.
He's still on payroll. I don't know. I don't get to hear Mo's show a lot, although I do enjoy it when I do.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that every time I hear it, Spike makes me laugh. I'm surprised.
I can never tell if
I'm
it's a
surprised too.
best of or
Yeah.
not.
I heard it this week because of my weird schedule and stuff. I just thought Mike likes this.
I do.
I was
I
like, what is that? Like, I gotta go.
He has a lot of bad ideas, Carmen.
Yes, I'm aware.
do. What did you have, an irregular schedule?
By the way, did we talk about? We didn't even talk about death pool. Do you know that Tony jumped up some spots?
No. Who died?
Ethel Kennedy.
Oh, yeah.
Ethel Kennedy died. He had Whitey Herzog. He had Shannon Doherty, and he took her off, which was so great. But
He tried to make a
and move.
he tried to make a move with Ethel Kennedy where he argued
He called
that,
his shot.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he called a shot with Ethel Kennedy.
Was
But
it
he-
an original pick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he tried to argue that that she was in some sort of Hall of Fame, that she got like a Congressional Medal of Honor, therefore she should be in a Hall of Fame. I was like, get out.
Listen, you called your shot. You got points for that, whatever. So, yeah, because you wound up getting 87 points from Ethel Kennedy, which, you know, she was however old. So that wasn't from that. But currently the standings right now, if you want to go through them real quick, Ian Beckles, terrible, has 0 points. Can't even pick one person to die.
Look, as long as he pays his money.
Pap has 52 points.
All right.
Gio has 61 points.
I'm not playing.
I have 141 points, and then with the death of Ethel Kennedy and the calling shot, Tony is now with 155 points.
Wow.
Then you have Carmen with 173 points, and then there's a guy that was here that has 191 points. Yeah, that's gone. And then Mike Calta, you are in the lead heading into November with 313
Ooh,
points.
that's pretty solid. That is pretty
Keep
solid.
saying
Gio,
it. Keep
I'm
saying
telling
how
you,
hurricanes
you better
are
pay your
coming in.
money.
What?
You better pay your money.
He's gonna welch.
Do we get to beat him up if he doesn't?
Yes.
The
Okay,
game is
deal.
fixed, and I don't. It's not.
The game
no
is
integrity.
not fixed.
It is.
A different person wins all the time. And we vote as a group, and we voted your guy out, Mike Martin out.
I said at the time I'm not playing because it's
That,
fixed.
you did not say that because
100%.
Because you kept picking. So
I
you
had
did not say that. You kept picking after that
What
whole
am I gonna
incident.
take a week off? You guys are doing all your picks.
No, you can come in, but you would have stopped picking actual people to put on your list because that was like midway through the pick. That wasn't your last pick.
Good
so
job,
you picked,
Carmen.
So
I-
you picked more after. So therefore, you are in. Boom.
Fired.
I said at the time, then I am not playing.
Then you should have stopped picking, but you didn't. So you're in.
I don't like it at all.
Or we all get to beat you.
You can,
That's
pay,
fine.
you can pay in burgers.
What if you win the football picks?
Well, that's different.
Well, then I'm not paying you your money.
All right, I'm fine with
We'll
that.
call it even.
That's perfect. So I'm out. I'm out. That's good.
Then we're done
Bunch of
doing all this.
welchers.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bunch
I'm
of
done doing
welchers.
everything
Yes.
then.
Yes.
Gio brings everything down.
That's fine.
Ugh.
then.
You know who'd pay? Dizzy. Dizzy would pay.
Dizzy would
True.
pay.
Dizzy
So would
can-
JoJo.
Yep.
He can pay
Even
mine.
Hoppy would pay.
JoJo would actually organize it.
Man, would I love to see you fight Hoppy again.
Oh, that's all right. Just tell me where you live. Let's go. We don't need no punch out and Brennan's permission. Let's just pull up.
Yeah.
Bring me back. Hey,
Fight
if
Club.
you really want to get Spanish job, bring me back Hoppy's head on a spike. Come on. God. You know what I saw last night, Gio? Lana.
Oh, really?
Can I be honest? Lana looks great.
Yeah.
I don't know who Lana is.
I'm not surprised.
Sorry, Lana is somebody that I used to work with at 98 Rock years and years and years ago. And she was, I'm going to tell you right now, she was a Hooters waitress and wanted to get in radio and got part-time and ended up being really good and is a really like cool person. And I worked with her for a while. And then I just found out recently that she was doing the morning show on QYK for a while.
Oh, so still in radio.
Still in radio, yeah. But I saw her at the dinner last night. Her husband is a first responder, or a boyfriend, or whatever he is. And I got to talk to, she looked fantastic. Like, you haven't seen anybody in a long time. Most of the time you're like, ooh,
Right. What happened? Yeah.
So I saw her walking towards me, and I didn't realize. I looked right at her and didn't realize it was her. And then she came over, and I went, "Oh, I didn't even."
Oh.
Yeah, I was looking at you for different reasons.
She has that old school rock chick voice.
Yeah,
when there was
100%.
like once every rock station had like one female.
Nina Blackwood type.
Yeah.
Nobody surprised me more than Olivero's girlfriend. So whenever we went out to dinner for Christmas and stuff, and I'm looking right at her.
Yes.
I was looking right at her, and she like smiled and waved to me and stuff, and I'm looking. Then I went, "Oh my god!" Because every time I see her, she's just in here and she's wearing a t-shirt and she's dressed
Right.
normal, whatever. But she was all dolled up and she had a dress on and she had her makeup and
How
hair
do you
done.
guys know why I'm so attracted? to
Yeah,
her?
no. I mean, she's always attractive, but it was wild to see. I was like, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. Gio, bring John in here from the Greek festival.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Dizzy are going to switch too, by the way.
Where are you going?
I got to go to the doctor.
Well, yeah, I feel like we already worked all your problems out.
No, we didn't. I still have to go get my hormones tested.
Now,
You're gonna
why
be
are you
fine.
going to the doctor?
To get my hormones tested.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay, bye,
test
guys.
them
You can
out.
have Dizzy
Bye.
check them right there.
That's not how that works.
Dizzy, check it out.
Dizzy, turn that camera towards you when you get over there.
Yeah, there you go.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Good luck.
John, good luck, Carmen. John is here from the Greek Fest, which happens in Clearwater. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you again.
Doing great.
I don't know why. I know I do know why, but I'm saying we don't really do things every year, and we have you come on the show every year because you're such a nice guy, and because this is a great festival. But also, right now, I think people are looking for something after the hurricanes and something to get out there and do and enjoy on a weekend. So I think this will be great.
Yeah, it will be. And just something that we want to definitely mention, in addition to having a great time at the festival.
Yep.
100% of the profits are going to hurricane relief.
Oh wow,
Wow.
that's great. I did
That's
not know
awesome.
that.
Yeah, this is our biggest fundraiser of the year, but we figured it'd be best to just
Do it that way.
do it that way.
That's
yeah.
great.
Nice.
I'll tell you, you can get information at clearwatergreekfest.com. Every year we talk to these guys. They have great food. They have a great time out there. Who doesn't love a good Greek festival? Running around Opa, the whole thing.
Greek music, everything.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
got a little bit of everything, yeah. We got cooking demonstrations. We want to learn how to cook the Greek food. You can do everything there.
You look
Beautiful.
like you were just in Greece. You look all tan.
That's called hurricane cleanup.
All right.
And set up for the festival. So
Yeah.
between the two, yeah.
Out in the sun. Gotcha.
Do you go there
Where's
to
that?
Greece?
Yeah, not as often as I'd like, but yes.
So
Got
I
family
went.
there.
I don't know if I went last time you were here, if I had gone already, but it is unbelievable.
remember. It is beautiful.
It is beautiful. Greece, and we went to Malta. Oh my God! Like it's the thing that Malta is where they filmed a lot of Game of Thrones,
Mhm.
and it's like a fantasy place, like you don't think really exists. I mean, that is really some beautiful area of the world.
Food's just incredible.
The food is great. I mean, you really can't go wrong. Okay, so this is happening out there on 409 South Old Coachman Road, and you can go to clearwatergreekfest.com. And what did you bring today?
I brought you guys some pastizo, which is a Greek lasagna.
Yeah,
Nice, yeah.
Brought you the domades, the stuffed grape leaves.
Yeah.
I brought you something new this year that you want to definitely try.
All right, what is
It's called-
that?
And don't try to pronounce it.
No.
It's called tiro kafteri. Unless you want to try.
Yeah,
Say it
you
again?
know he wants to try.
Yeah,
You know
well,
he
I
wants to.
feel
As
like
soon
it-
as you said don't try.
It is a spicy feta spread.
Oh,
nice.
Incredible. And I brought some, so you guys definitely have to try
Say it
that.
one more time.
Tiro Cafeteria.
Tito Cafeteria.
Yeah.
We got it.
you got it.
Tito caffeine.
Something like that.
Tito Ortiz. Okay.
When somebody calls you in Greek, how do you respond? Like
Uh,
if I go, Billy,
who knows? I mean,
Well, I'll tell you what,
you can say,
I had a landlord who was Greek, the Kalikasis, and we used to, my brother and I still to this day make fun of Tommy Kalikas, little fat kid, and his mother would go, Tommy, and he'd go, Ditas, mama, Ditas. Am I saying that right? Does that mean something?
deepest maybe. Which
Deepest.
is what did you say? Like you're saying
Oh,
deepest?
like what,
you didn't
mama?
understand what you said.
Yeah. So
Especially if you're trying calling him in to do something.
yeah.
That's
I
definitely a way
just
to stall.
I just remember that from when we were kids. Deepest mama. Okay, so the Greek Fest, the Clearwater Greek Fest is happening October 25th to
Today.
the 27th. Yeah, it starts today,
Starts today.
at 11 a.m. And you can go on out there, 409 South Old Coachman Road, and get some great food, some great authentic Greek food. They got pastries, they got live music, and of course they've got the Greek beer and wine, dancers. They got vendors, and it's fun for kids, fun for the whole family.
And while you're out there eating all that stuff and drinking and dancing and doing everything, you're helping hurricane victims.
Yes.
So you just keep on like buying stuff and going, I'm helping people.
The more people that come out, the more money we can give away. So
Sure.
we're welcoming everyone.
And there is a silent auction and a raffle to win a car or cash, and you can go down there and enjoy the whole thing. I promise you'll have a great time. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to take a break so we could eat some food.
Yes.
How's that
Okay,
sound?
and there is tradition. We do have to do a shot of the raki that I bring every
Joe,
year. I noticed at the
go get
bar-
it going.
All right,
I did
I'm
notice
ready.
in the bar the bottle from last year is no longer there.
No, of course not.
You think it made it through the day?
Yeah.
With this guy?
So we're bringing we got
Let's do it. Let's do it.
to do around here.
Let's do it right now. Let's do the
I'll
shot.
give
Joe,
you
you gotta start it off. This is great.
Joe was staring that bottle down for
The minute he walked in.
right when he walked in the door.
Yep. This guy knows what's up. What's that, Joe?
Yeah, but wait.
Let me see.
So is everybody in? I mean,
I don't have to drive. I live here.
I feel like it'd be rude not to be in.
Yeah. Oh, this is
Oh,
great.
come
Now we
on.
watch
Come on,
Joe-
old man.
Now we watch Joe
Jeez.
struggle.
This guy.
You need a knife? I have a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smash.
And what is this? Uzo?
This is called raki. It's similar to Italian grappa. It's a byproduct of the wine.
Okay.
So it's,
Good. Is this what we did
Greek
last year?
moonshine. Yeah, exact same thing.
Fire straight through your soul.
Now this is made by one of our parishioners.
Oh, really? Right
Yeah,
here.
He sold his business here, bought a winery in Paso Robles, California.
Wow.
Because he had a passion for growing wine.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's my son-in-law's uncle.
Oh, there you go.
There's
All right.
And so this is one of the products.
See,
of
now
their,
when I
winery.
get it, I got to smell it. I got to look at it. Joe's just pouring and he's ready to go.
Smell the cork?
yeah, he don't care.
Oh,
I do
that
remember this
smells
bottle
great.
last year did not.
Give me a baby one, Joe. Like real baby. Real baby.
Come on.
Smaller than that.
Come on.
You can feel yours.
Galvin wants just a little dribble.
Joe went 3 fingers.
All right, I'm gonna grab one here.
All right. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. All right. Traditional Greek toast.
Let me see yours, Joe. I'm going to toast you.
They say "sigia," which stands for "stinia," which means to your health. So "sigia."
See ya.
ya.
Hey, here you go. I'll put hair on Carmen's mole.
Friday.
Oh.
Friday.
I'll turn you into Donald Duck.
Joe,
Yes, Mike.
I'm not saying to do it,
Yeah.
but if you had to chug straight from the bottle, how many Mississippis can you do?
Oh, I'm not doing it. I can't, Michael.
The old man has gotten wise.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Listen,
That is
that's
good.
smart.
It's really good.
Is it good?
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
I mean,
that.
I love the aftertaste. It tastes
Yeah.
like a good.
It is smooth.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Not a whole lot of bite
Not
afterwards.
a lot of bite.
What proof is that?
I have no idea.
Does it say on the bottle?
Try to set your mouth on fire. See how that works out.
40% alcohol.
So it's 80.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 80 proof, yeah.
Now it's warming my insides.
Yeah. Now you're starting to think maybe I'll have one more. Yeah. Well, now you
I
operate.
feel like dancing on the roof.
Yeah.
Let's get out
The Clearwater Greek Fest is happening this weekend, starting today through the weekend, 409 South Old Coachman Road. You can go down there. There's free parking, clearwatergreekfest.com to get all the information. And again, raising money for hurricane victims. Thank you, John, for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having us again this
And
year.
I hope it's a huge success for you.
We're hoping.
Good. We'll
Thanks,
take a
John.
quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
Tonight, I don't know. Oh, my wife said somebody, I forget who was playing, somebody band that you don't want to see. is playing at like the Orpheum or something. But I'm going to Lightning tomorrow night, and then you have UFC early on Saturday.
Oh yeah, what time is that?
That starts at 2 p.m. because it is in Abu Dhabi. So yeah, it starts at 2 p.m. I Hate God is playing at the Orpheum tonight.
Oh, that's not a.
Or maybe next Friday.
That's not a safe band to go see. I Hate God. Who's so mad at God?
It doesn't say it's I like eyeball.
Oh, well then that makes sense.
So yeah, so you're safe. You're not actually,
Okay.
When you say that, I picture Jesus just going like this, shaking his head.
I picture Satan going like this. Yeah.
How can you be so aligned with the dark Lord Satan?
The best music.
Calvin, enjoying your lasagna?
I am sorry. I tried to get a
don't
bite
care.
before. Yeah, it's so good, man. That's unbelievable.
They really make good food. The Greeks make good food, man.
I joke about it. I don't believe in any of this stuff. So
No, that's the easy way.
yeah,
It's
it's just not for me.
I'm going to grab some phone calls here. 800-771-1025. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, Mike, I got something else for you this weekend.
All right.
Something you're familiar with.
Go ahead.
The Frenchie Stone Crab Festival is this weekend.
Yeah, we played
So
out there
same-
one time. That was a good time.
Yeah, you played when it was on the beach. Now, we can't do the beach this year because the beach is still all torn up.
Sure.
And then we were going to try and...
Where are you guys doing
We were
it?
going
Where
to try
does
and
it
do
work out?
at Coachman, but that got canceled too because of the second storm. So now we're at the Dunedin Causeway at the Frenchie's Seafood Market.
Okay, so that's going on all weekend, pretty much kicking it off.
Yep, Friday tonight, 4 to 10 tonight, and then tomorrow noon to 10, I think. But same deal. Like it's all a charity for all. We have 5 restaurants on the beach that are all destroyed and all down and out. So it's for all of our hundreds of employees that are displaced at the moment. We'll get them all back up and running, but
yeah,
it's going to be a tough road in the meantime.
But it really sucks when you're you're a beach business and you know that something like this is coming. There's just nothing you can do, and you take the hit. And it's a good thing that you guys stand behind your employees and you're doing something for them. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we got a lot of long-term people have been with us 20, 30, 40 years, so you got to take care of them for sure.
You just get that she crab soup flowing, and we'll be okay.
Oh, yeah.
We got it. We got stone crabs. We got she crab soup. You name it. We'll have it tonight.
All right, good. Good luck to you guys. I hope you raise a bunch of money.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the heads up. There you go.
Frenchie's almost made it, so my wife and I never met.
That's right.
Why?
Wrong Frenchies.
Yeah, wrong Frenchies.
Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to meet at Frenchie's. I mean, we had already met, whatever, but we were
Who
going
knew
first
in an
date.
effort to turn a profit, they would make more than one Frenchie.
Yeah, but they were literally like 40 feet apart.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I was like, where are you? And she's like, I'm next to the jukebox. And I go, I'm standing next to you. You're not here. I go, I'm done before it even started.
Later, bitch.
Dude, honestly, I was thinking about this the other day. I remember when you and your wife met.
Yeah.
And I didn't know Gio when him and his wife met, but I've been through Joe and a couple of wives.
Yeah.
That's right.
I joke around about it. I'd love to bang other chicks and stuff.
I was there when you and your wife met, Michael.
Yeah, you were.
At Jammin's.
You were.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but the thing is that I like the idea of new relationship and new girl and all that stuff, but the idea of having to go through and meet somebody at a Frenchie's,
Right.
that freaks me out.
That is so foreign to me at this point in my life that I can't even imagine how I would even go about that.
You want to hear something funny? I don't know if I talked about this on the air. Something my wife said that was about Gwen Stefani. Did I talk about this? We were watching The Voice, and Gwen Stefani's just so goddamn hot. Like she's so hot. Like she looks like a delicious dessert. I just want to lick her face.
Which, by the way, we were talking 50, right? Isn't she 50?
Yeah, everything about her is perfect to me. And I looked at my wife.
30.
What's that?
50 is the new 30.
Yeah. So I looked at my wife and I go, Gwen Stefani. And she goes, what about it? I go, would you make out with her? I go, she's hot. And she goes, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What guy would you make out with?
Right.
And I go, well, I'm not making out with any guy. And she goes, exactly. I go, yeah, but Gwen Stefani. And she's like, so what? Pick a beautiful guy. I go, David Beckham. And she goes, would you make out with David Beckham? And I go, no. I wouldn't. I would say it if I would. You know what I mean? I would be like, he's so hot that I'd want to make out with him. I don't. Even like guys like that I like that I admire and that I think are good looking. And I just like Matthew McConaughey. You look at him and you're like, I wish I looked like him, but I don't want to touch him.
Gavin Ronsdale, when I met him, very handsome. I did not want to make out with him.
Could, if I was in prison with Gavin Rossdale, make him my bitch for a little bit because I'm talking
Bigger
about if I'm
than
a
you think.
lifer.
Bigger than you think.
Yeah, but still bitch.
He was handsome, and his cologne smelled nice, and it was.
But he got girl features.
Yeah, not really.
Facial girl features.
He's a little more pretty than other guys. You know, handsome, whatever. He's a little. I can see where he's a little more pretty.
Yeah. Tom Brady, I saw him in more handsome than Gavin Rousdale, even when he's looking at me like I'm a piece of garbage.
Right, and he's handsome. He's a man.
Brady?
like Tom Brady's a man.
Oh yeah. Gavin Rousdale's he's kind of small.
I thought he was like 6 foot.
No, I don't remember. He was.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe you can make him your bitch.
Yeah.
But you know, the long hair and the more feminine features, you know, on him.
What are you trying to say?
Trying to say he's more lady than Tom Brady.
Okay.
When Tom Brady walked in that room, I had never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
I looked at him and I was like, he's so goddamn handsome.
And the whole room just like gravitates. You can feel his presence when
He has that
enters.
aura.
Yeah.
He's a winner. He's a champion. He's a leader. He's successful. He's handsome. He's the arguably greatest of all time. It's
You know who else
everything.
like that? Who else has that kind of is Chad Chronister, the sheriff. He was in this room last night, and room had 100 people in it, and he just shines. When he speaks, he commands attention. He's got
Not
that
trying
thing about
to,
him.
just happens.
No, just
Yeah.
has it. Yeah.
It's got the riz.
And it's not a sheriff thing. He's man of the people, but he's good looking.
But I
there's
also
just something
think
about him.
Listen, I think that's personality. I think that happens, but also he's in a situation where almost every room that he walks into, he's in charge.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
outside in social circumstances, whether he tries to or not, that's the vibe that he puts off, that he's in charge.
Yeah.
You got that BDE.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, he also this is the gayest thing I'm going to ever say, but Chad being there is comforting. Like I feel like he'll take care of everything.
Yeah.
Like if I went
We got a
camping,
hero here. We
if I
don't
went camping and there was a bear,
Yeah.
and it was me and you and Joe in the woods, I go, we're all going to die. If Chad was there, I'd be like, Chad, there's a bear, do something. He'll
Yeah.
figure it out. You know?
If you were somewhere and John McClane was there, you'd be like, John McClane's
Exactly,
there. Yeah, we're
exactly,
fine. We're fine.
exactly.
He'll figure something out.
So the sad part of all this is that my wife doesn't want to make out with Gwen Stefani.
Oh, well.
I wish that she had like one go-to that was obtainable so that I could make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wish she was like, Bam Margera's wife is really hot. How ironic. They're coming in next month, you know.
What would you do? What would you do if your wife said, listen, I got to tell you something. The other night, me and so-and-so were out, one of her friends,
Right.
female friends, whatever, and we made out a little bit.
I mean, what would I do?
Are you mad?
No.
Are you happy? Are you trying to work it where you're like, how about if I join?
No. I'm going to tell you right now, I'd love to have a threesome with a girl and my wife. And I get those offers a lot. Smoking hot chicks will be like, I'll like their picture and they'll be like, oh my God, thank you. I love this show. I would totally bang your wife. Like that's what I get.
Right.
They just bypass me altogether.
Not you.
Right. And I would love that. But I know that she's not into it. And it doesn't do anything for me.
But if she was.
No, but if she's not into it, it doesn't do anything for me.
Right.
Now, if she's discovered it on her own, I don't think that I think me is a hindrance. You know what I mean? Like, unless she says, listen, we were talking about it, then yeah.
Also, I feel like if she was down for it, you wouldn't be as down for it. The fact that she doesn't want to do it,
yeah.
makes you more like, come on.
Yeah.
Or you want to do it, gross. You know,
Not gross, but
Not gross, but yeah, like if
It's easy.
if a girl's like, I don't really do that, and then she does it, you're like, oh my God, she's doing it, you know. But if she's like, yeah, no problem, right back there, you're like,
right back there.
Yeah.
Mount it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I don't know. I just I don't know. We don't have those. I just know how she is, and she doesn't have that. No, I'm not saying that she may never change her mind and like find a woman that she's attracted to. But as of right now, I know it's not that way. And if it was, I don't know that I'd be involved in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know that she'd want me that'd be her own thing.
I got you.
I gotta tell you, this is really getting me worked up.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, because
Between that and the Greek food.
the Greek food.
Got to see Carmen's doctor.
Check my hormones.
Yeah.
Like Dizzy, you still dating that one girl?
Yep.
Yeah, like
I'm a
she's a-
stepdaddy now, bro.
Oh,
Man. Are you taller than the kid?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I can see it's going to come to an end because I've seen the baby daddy. I'm like, oh, that's a good. He's tall.
like once the kid turns 6?
Yeah.
See, no, but can I tell you about that girl?
Yeah.
Like, I think she's kind of sexy.
Thank you.
No, but I don't mean just like normal good looking. Like she has a sexy quality to her.
She has like a sex appeal. I got you.
Yeah.
What nationality is she?
She's mixed. She's Puerto Rican, black, and some white. Yeah.
That all
Perfect.
works.
Shake it on up in a mix.
It all works.
Yeah. So it's been interesting with that. We have matching Halloween costumes as a family now.
Oh, Daddy Dizzy.
Daddy Dizzy.
You gonna go as M&M's?
Yeah. We're going as Spider-Man, like different versions of Spider-Man.
And then you'll point at each other?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think of that.
Which one are you?
Have you ever seen the movie Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
Like the animated one?
You're the little pig?
I thought that was going to be a good idea. I was going to go as that. The weathered one, the Peter B. Parker, who's wearing like the coat. He's not the greatest shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
And what is she doing?
She's going as a sexy Spider-Man with kind of shorts on, and then when the kids go to bed, shorts come down.
Yeah.
Sexy Spider, crawl on over here to Daddy.
Wow. Let me shoot some webs over there.
I love that you're the perfect amount of creep for this show.
Yeah. Yes.
I've said it before, but a buddy of mine 1 year, and it was such a great thing. He went as retired Robin from Batman and Robin, and he had the Robin outfit on, and he had like a fat stomach, whatever, and he had a 5 o'clock shadow and a cigarette and stuff. He was retired.
That's pretty good.
It was great.
That's pretty good. I always thought that would be fun to go with, like, because we like to go to Comic-Con.
Love it.
If we went to Comic-Con and dressed up as like retired superheroes.
Yeah.
Or like fat Superman, dragon ass Batman.
1 year I dressed up as Spider-Man, but obviously I'm not in Spider-Man shape, but I still squeezed it.
Really?
You really? What year is this?
This is probably 09, somewhere there. It was when I was still in Tallahassee. I've got a picture of it somewhere, and I'll send it to you.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, weddings, sweet 16s, bar mitzvahs, I don't dance at any of them. You will never find me on a dance floor. At my sister's sweet 16, my daughter was like 1, and I took her out on the dance floor and was like kind of holding her hands, but you do not see me dancing anywhere. If I had a costume on like Spider-Man, I would dance like crazy.
It was like the full-on spandex, skin tight, and I thought, like, I was hosting like the costume contest at this bar that night. I thought, it'll be hilarious, fat guy in the Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's great.
I know I've got a picture somewhere.
Oh, that's so fun. All right, Jason Ellis is here. Jason Ellis is going to be a coastal creative doing comedy, I believe, throughout the weekend or maybe just tonight. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out when he comes in here. But I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell Jason about this when he comes in. I did not know him as a comedian. I knew him as a podcaster, a Sirius XM host, skateboarder, all this stuff, and learned about him when he was a guest on Howard's show, and always liked him. Called into his show one time when he was on the podcast years and years ago, and just always liked the dude, and got to see him by accident doing stand-up comedy at the Comedy Store in L.A., and loved it. Absolutely loved it. Like, super funny. Great stories, and like Galvin pointed out yesterday, that Australian accent just makes
it lends itself. Yeah.
So Jason will be in the studio with us next. We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Jason Ellis is in the studio with us.
Made it.
It bothers me that we're the same age. That you're in such good shape. The minute you walked in the door, I was like, please say he's like 38. And you were like, I'm 53, and I'm like, God damn it, we're the same exact age. I don't know. What was first for you? Skating for you?
You were ready to
fighting,
go. Fighting,
what was first?
Yeah, skating. Yeah.
Skating.
Yeah, I'm not really a fighter.
But you did do that. And like when I was introduced to you, I found you by accident, first of all, on podcasts. I think I told you this last time, but my brother-in-law came home and he goes, "Do you ever listen to this guy?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "He's on the Sirius." And I go, "All right, I'll check it out." So then I listened to it and instantly became a fan. You were arguing. No one could give you a definitive answer on whether or not fish had genitals, and if they were.
I got to the bottom of it eventually.
Yeah, you knew they were.
Sharks have 2 dicks. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. You can't say that word.
Oh.
That's all right. That's all right. You're talking about sharks, so it's okay. You're not being sexual, but I have to be. But sharks have 2 penises, and I know. Listen, I don't make the rules. I just got to play by them.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. And I didn't know. Wow. Anyway, I was listening to you to do that, and. But what really attracted me to the show was not the content, was the frustration in your voice. Because you're like, God damn, I'm taking 50 phone calls and nobody's got an answer. And I just listen because a lot of times if radio guys go on too long about something, they're like, all right, get on and move on. You were making it funnier as time went on. So it was very good. So I became a fan. Then I heard you on Howard's show, and then your life just started unraveling over time. And I went
maybe a little too much.
Well, I don't know. I think it makes people very interesting when they're honest and you find some stuff out. You seem to be on the stronger end of things. Like you have no problem talking about stuff.
Yep. I've always been pretty open about that. I feel like the more open I am, because sometimes it is painful to say, and when people repeat things that you've said back to you, it's a bit cringy.
Yeah.
But I was always, it helps people. Maybe not a lot of people, but every now and then someone would reach out and say, hey, man, like I've gone through something similar and you made it okay. And those were the people that made me never back off when it came to things that most people would not want to talk about.
Do you also feel like I sleep really well at night? You could say what you want about me, and people will be like, "Oh, this guy did this." I know what I did and what I didn't do, so I sleep very well at night. And I feel like you probably do too, because you got nothing to hide.
Dude, I've been on hospital beds, heart condition.
Yeah,
and they're like, my heart goes into a different
AFib?
rhythm, and AFib. And when it first happened, they said I was having a heart attack, and I was probably gonna, I thought I was gonna die.
Right.
And when I was there, and I thought I was gonna die, I remember thinking, like, I am who I am, and I'm not hiding it from anybody on this planet. And anybody that I had a beef with, I'm gonna squash it because it's small, it doesn't really mean anything, and I actually love those people. And when that was kind of the end for me, I lost my brother. It just made me realize life is like, I'm not going to bend to like what you think is popular, or like if I've done things that aren't cool, and I'm not going to get a pat on the back. I just don't care anymore. Like, this is it.
I felt very bad. I when I heard you talking to, I think it was Howard. I don't know. It might have been on a podcast, but you were like talking about losing friends. The more honest you were about your sexuality, that you lost friends. And I thought those aren't friends. Those aren't. And your friends are the ones that are there. But anybody who distances himself from you is not a friend. Also,
when you're young, you don't know that.
Yeah.
You just see, it's especially social media kind of stacks up where you think
social media is that's the last thing you need in your life.
Right. Yeah, that's people that won't say stuff to your face, which is amazing to me, because there's so many people that haven't been punched in the face by saying that to somebody, and then get smacked in the face, and they go, "Oh, I shouldn't say that." You shouldn't say it on social media then.
Yeah, I don't read it. It's funny because every now and then somebody is a friend and goes, "Hey man, did you see what someone said?" And I go, "Where?" And they go, "On Instagram." And I'm like, "Dude, do you not know? Like that's not the real world,
right?"
You know, like, I've noticed even recently the political thing, like because I am a part of the gay community. I'm not anymore, but I still represent.
What do you mean you're not anymore? You were ousted?
Since I got sober, I've realized that I'm not attracted to people like that anymore.
Not attracted to the gay community?
Yeah.
No, so who are you? I know.
I got a girlfriend.
I see you have a girlfriend.
I'm in a monogamous relationship for the first time in my life.
Okay, I got you.
And I'm really happy with it. And I don't have this urge. Same with doing drugs and alcohol. I don't have an urge because I've put in the work and realized that I do that stuff to run. I don't want to face my little painful things in my childhood or even in my adult life, where it's just a habit for me to do something to keep me occupied on thinking about those problems. So I've faced those problems.
Well, you're constantly self-evaluating and figuring things out.
I'm a mess. I've been through so much stuff. I'm so tweaked. I've had to make a lot of adjustments to face a lot of
that's
demons.
how you survive. You know what I mean? I mean, most people, that's how people kill themselves, because they can't deal with the issues.
Right. So that, once I faced all those things, I chopped one off one after the other. And I was like, I wonder if like the whole sex thing has anything to do with it. So I'll stop doing that. And when I stopped doing that, I was like, wow. Yeah, dude, that was a big thing that you were using. And then that sort of, that's why I don't want to sound mean. I'm not into that. And then I think I go, man, but you did do that. And not only did you do it, you told everybody.
You showed a lot of people.
There's no coming back. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy I got to wear those shoes because I understand what it's like to be those people. Same with the other side, where I used to be angry at people that were angry at gay people.
Right.
And now I'm like, I got friends that are Republican and I'm like, they love me.
Yeah,
and I love them. If I need a place to stay, they let me stay at the place.
Too many people get tagged with stereotypes.
We all do, especially because of social media. They make one side seem so crazy,
right,
and vice versa. And the next thing you know, you're like, "That's it. I'm not talking to that guy anymore." And I'm just like, "I'm not about that anymore."
That's very interesting. You're a very smart guy. I have to tell you this. I did not know Jason Ellis, the comedian.
Yeah,
I know that I know that you hang in that group. I know that if you were not good, those guys would not let you be doing it.
Yes, they are like that, aren't they?
And then I roll up at the Comedy Store one day for the Dirty Show, by accident, and you get up on stage. And I think to myself, well, this is a great opportunity to see if Jason Ellis, the comedian, is a good comedian. I was on the balls of my seat laughing. Your story, I don't remember if you remember the story you were telling. It was basically you just doing storytelling, but in a way that was so goddamn funny. And I was not giving you any kind laughs. I was genuinely laughing, and there were some people up there that sucked that night.
Yeah,
and I got it was you, and then all of a sudden Hinchcliffe comes in and Cam, and I was like, whoa, I hit the jackpot, you know. But you were up there with those guys. You made me laugh a lot. You were talking about being at an orgy.
Yeah. I've been in more than one, unfortunately.
Which one?
I think I know the one. Did it involve a couch?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll do.
But I thought to myself, I said to these guys this morning, Jason told a story that he can definitely not tell on the show.
No.
But it wasn't.
I don't want to.
Yeah. But
that was like at the Comedy Store for the Dirty Show.
For the show, yeah.
And also, the more I evolve with my comedy and the sobriety thing, I don't mind talking about it if you want to ask me about it.
No.
But I don't. I'm even cutting those stuff out of my
material.
Act,
yeah.
Just because I'm moving on, man. Like it's not. I used to shock people.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think that I was worth anything. If I don't bring some sort of shock, then you're not going to think I'm interesting. It's like an insecurity.
So what do you a therapist? What do you do? How are you finding out all this stuff? I mean, seriously, like how much therapy do you do?
I mean, I have a sponsor. I do. I go to meetings and I do the work. I work on myself. I evaluate myself every day.
Yeah.
Why am I reacting? Why did I do that? Why do I feel like that? Why did I do that to this person? Why did they do that to me? And it just makes everything.
But you're very interested. You're very interested in being the best you. Like I evaluate myself too, and then I go, well, I'm fine. It's working.
I mean, you're a good guy. Come on.
No, I'm not a bad
feel like
guy.
You don't have that much to. I've made a lot of mistakes and done a lot.
I haven't. I've done a lot of things right, but I will tell you, filled with hate. You know how you just break free and you're like, I just want to squash the beef with the mate. I want to set people on fire.
Right. I remember that. Me too.
I don't have that. I just want to squash it thing. I want to be there until I've seen the last inch of
How's
life.
that going for you?
I mean, I haven't gotten in trouble.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
I had to let it go.
Yeah,
I was gonna.
It's better. It's healthier. I'm not saying it's not.
Something dangerous. You know.
I think yours comes from traumatic life incidents.
Yeah.
Mine is in my blood. I think my father is a maniac, and I think I got a lot of my maniac. But my father was a maniac with me, so
right.
You know, so I don't have the bad end of that. I only have the good end.
It might make it a little different.
Yeah. Listen. I love hearing about your life. You are one of the most interesting people, and it's only interesting when you're not afraid to tell the truth about everything.
Yeah, it's a weird thing that people are.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's social media. I also think it's like gang mentality. You know, you say something, and then a bunch of people think it's funny to pick on you for that thing. But I just don't care. You know, like I know I got my friends that love me. I got family. And I love them, and I'll do anything for them, and vice versa. And that's all you need in life. I feel like wisdom with age, you know, like you get older and you realize what is important in my life. And I'm like, a bunch of people pat me on the back that don't know me, even fans that love me. Like, you don't know me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, I think you're great. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I think it's cool. It's like I've lived and died. Like skateboarding was the thing where it's like, I am a skateboarder. I am forever. That's how I see myself.
Sure.
And now it's over. I'm too old. I'm not that good. Neither is Tony Hawk. I love saying that. But people who like, hey, why don't you kiss me and get me a coffee?
That's not even
his wife. How you like that?
Well, that's weird. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. Each to their own, I guess. Hey,
that is. It's a long story. Well, no, it's not.
That sounds way gnarlier when you say it like that.
It's not as hot as you think. That is my former cleaning lady, if you will, but she's also a very good friend of my wife and my family, and one of my coworkers' wives. So
what does she clean?
She's not cleaning anything. She just happened to be in the neighborhood, and she texted me and said, "I'm going to Starbucks. Do you want coffee?" And I said, "Yeah." She's just
she's a nice person.
She is one of those people though that like you ever see those TV shows where there's a marriage where they have like 3 or 4 wives?
Yeah,
that's my dream.
Yeah,
and not even for just sexual reasons. I want like my wife and I have been married for a long time. She's hot. She's a good wife, and I like her. But she won't do some of the things that I want to do. Like I want to go to concerts, and she's not really going to like the Orpheum to see a.
This is casino wife. This is concert wife. This is make a nice barbecue when you invite people over wife.
Soph, who just brought me the coffee, she would be make me comfortable wife. Like she would make sure the house was clean and we had good food and all that stuff. Like she'd mother me. That'd be the kind of I need like at least 3.
How do you ever get angry with a life like that?
No, I really don't have a lot to be angry about.
No, you really don't.
I am grateful every morning. I get out of bed and I'm like, I'm still alive and everything is perfect. I have
That's what
nothing
I'm saying,
to
man. That's
how.
how.
But you get angry because you're a baby.
100%.
Ah, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I do that.
Yeah. I get very frustrated. I don't have tolerance for people's stupidity, and don't lie to me. They're just things like that. Like, just be honest with me. I'm very good. If you came to me and you were like, I just don't like you, I'd respect that more than if you were like going to pretend to like me just to come on the show.
It's not the way of the world, is it?
No, but plenty of people do that. I love when we have people on the show and I'm like, I know this guy hates me. It just makes me feel better. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you go to therapy?
I don't get a lot. No, but my wife is a therapist. How funny is that?
Oh, well, then it's free therapy.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, my girlfriend is in sober as well, and I am, like you said, a baby. I relate to that big time. Where things aren't going my way, I'm like, and then she starts to talk to me, and she's the only person that's ever talked to me in a way where I'm like, okay, you're kind of pissing me off because you're telling me the truth, and I don't want to know the truth. I just want to be sad. I just want to be mad. And
Voice of reason.
I see your angle. I see, I am being a baby, and I do need to let it go, and so I can move on and enjoy my day because the day is great. And I'm like, she's right.
Yeah.
And then off I go. It just takes me.
Once you say those words, she's right, and makes your relationship a lot easier.
Yeah, I'm like that with everybody.
Yeah.
Because I've been wrong so many times
yeah.
that it's. I've lately learned to say that I'm right.
Yeah.
Because I'm so quick to be like, I did it again, didn't I?
My wife, I don't really get involved in her therapy stuff a lot because I don't really want to hear about it. But I did learn.
Very supportive of you.
I did learn something from her that I definitely suffer from. It's called learned helplessness. Is where I'm capable of doing anything.
Yeah.
I've gotten where I am by working my ass off and getting here.
Yeah.
But now that I'm here, I can't do anything. I have to hire people for everything.
Yeah.
I have to. This guy throws my garbage. He walks my dogs in the morning.
I'm very happy to
Like
do it.
I got somebody that does everything for me because I've just become helpless.
I'm like that with electrical things.
Oh no.
The TV doesn't work, and I just give her the remote. Make it work. Make it entertain me.
How long have you been together?
4 months.
Oh, so not since you were here last time. When you were here last time, you were still running the Wild
Completely
West.
alone.
Yeah.
And
where do you
in more
meet?
ways than one.
And where do you meet?
On a dating app.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And do you know who he is when you see him? Or you just like the head tattoos? You knew he was? Yeah. And is this like you just knew who he was? Yeah. Now, is this like a celebrity one, like a Ryo one, or just like a Bumble kind of thing?
Yeah, it was Bumble.
Yeah. I've never gotten to be on any one of those.
Yeah, see, I went on a tear. Then I realized I'm addicted to that. So if I go on then I stopped doing anything. Then I was like, go on dates without trying to do anything.
Yeah.
Because that's meeting people. That's not like your addiction.
Right.
And then, I believe in a higher power now, and my higher power.
Oh, where did this come from?
Well, dude, I start praying, right? And my sponsor's like, pray. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, I don't know who I'm talking to because I don't believe any of that stuff.
Right.
But I'm praying every morning, and I'm doing the work. I'm doing the cold plunge. I'm doing eating right. I'm sleeping. I'm not using. I'm taking care of myself. I'm going to skate at Tony's ramp this day, and we're going to do some stuff that I'm older, and I know I'm going to push it today. So I get in my little 3-point stance in the backyard. I pray and I go, look, God, I know I'm not supposed to ask for stuff, but if you could just keep me safe today, I would appreciate it. That's it.
That's adorable.
And I go to the ramp and I get knocked out. out. Like proper one. Like I'm out for like 10 minutes. And I've been knocked out a lot, but usually lately when I skate and I get knocked out, Tony's there and it's hey man, do you know where you are? and I go, "Oh, it's Tony Hawk asking me if I know where I am," which means I've been knocked out.
Right.
So this time it's like, "Hey man, you know where you are?" And I'm like, "Ah, dang it. Did I just get knocked out?" He's like, "You did." And he's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, I came to do a podcast. He's like, "Yep." He's like, "You're okay." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Just so you know, for the last 15 minutes when I asked you that, your answer was, I don't know you and I don't know." And I was like,
whoa. Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, well, that's bad because I've been knocked out a lot and I know the levels. I'm a bit of a doctor when it comes to the injuries, like how you talk after,
right.
how much do you remember of it? Are you sad after it? So I've definitely had concussions where if I have a shower after it, it makes me cry, or if it rains, I cry, and I know it's from the brain injury.
Holy cow.
It's like a depression thing. So this time they make sure I'm okay. I'm hanging out for about an hour and they go, "You good to drive?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good to drive." I got to drive 2.5 hours back to my house in LA. I get in the car and a voice goes, "Kill yourself."
Oh no.
And I go, no, I don't think I really want to do that. And it just kept saying it over and over again. So now I'm having an argument for 2.5 hours in my car
With
driving
yourself.
back to LA with myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Stop." And it's whispering it to me. And I'm like, okay, this is like when people go mad.
Yeah.
And then I get home and I'm by myself on the couch and it's still talking to me. And I'm like, "No, we'll not. No, we'll not." And then I go to bed. And I remember before I went to bed, I was like, "Hey, God, like that whole thing this morning about keeping me safe. Appreciate that. Good looking out." And I mean, I wasn't very happy about it.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and another voice goes, "Hey, man, you're going to be okay. You hit your head. You bounce back. Just rest. Take it easy. Eat some food. It's going to be okay." And this is not, I'm not mythical people floating thing. It's just, to me, how I took it was that voice was distinctly somebody else. And it was like a good voice with that was taking care of me, that I would call God. The other voice that was telling me to do the other thing was clearly, I don't believe in heaven and hell, dude.
Right.
Was the devil. It's just how I take it. It's how it worked for me. And since that day, when I hear the other voice or the other one, I know which one it is, and I make a very easy choice where it's like,
Which
"Hey
one
man, don't do that. That's just going to get you in trouble." And I go, "Thank you.
Yeah.
I will do that." Or the other one's like, "Hey man, what did you grab?" And I'm like, No. I've heard you before. You're the one that wants me to kill myself. I'm out. And then since that day, I pray and I get the answer, and I don't hesitate when the good voice talks. I think old me was so angry and insecure and bitter at myself. I hated myself. So when I'd hear the voice of the bad
You
guy,
listen to that guy.
I'd be like, "Hell yeah, let's do it."
Yeah.
And now that voice is creepy to me, and I don't. And ever since then, it's slowly sort of diminished.
I was going to say, how often are you hearing that voice these
It's
days?
very rare that I hear the other one because the other one knows how much I don't respect it.
Right.
Because
So you
it
can
knows it
push
has
it
no
out.
chance.
Yeah.
It's like, "Why don't you get some weed, dude?" And I'm like, "Yeah, right. Smoke yourself, dude." And then the other one is,
Do you know, I used to, I find that I used to do this thing where I brush my teeth in the morning. When I was a kid, I used to be afraid of Planet of the Apes. And I was like 5 years old. I would petrified, and I'd be afraid to look
The
at
old one, right?
The old one.
Yeah.
And I'd be afraid to look in the mirror while I was brushing my teeth because they would be behind me. I was 5 years old. I didn't know. And up until I was in my 40s, I thought of that every morning while I brushed my teeth. Not that I was afraid to look in the mirror, but I just thought of that.
It was
thing.
just like a scarring thing.
Yeah. And then one day I talked about it on the air, and I never thought about it again. That just shows you about how the therapy and how working that stuff out, it really works. I mean, I didn't, it wasn't, in my mind, I wasn't afraid to brush my teeth, but the minute I talked about it, it went away.
Dude, it's facing it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I have an analogy I got where it's like being in the dark. If you go deep into a cave and you get deeper and deeper, where it gets darker and darker, so you can't see your hand in front of your face, you get scared. You start to imagine that there's things around that don't exist, and you want to come back out and see the light. And to me, doing drugs or having relationships where it don't mean anything is a part of coming back into the light.
Yeah.
I stay in the dark, down deep in there, and I face my fears, and then eventually your eyes adjust and you realize that it's not so scary down there after all. It's actually quite pleasant.
Calm, yeah.
And that's kind of what has happened, where for 50 years, I've just gone, that's too much because I do have some darkness that a lot of people wouldn't want to face.
Yeah.
I mean, some things have happened to me where I'm like, nah, they didn't. Like, I can't face that they did. But now that I have accepted it and I know that I'm not a bad person, I'm actually a good person, it's easy to exist now.
That's the hardest thing, is that not putting that all on you. You know what I mean? Like, you're able to work your way through. Let me tell everybody.
Which makes other people that have done bad things, I don't get as offended anymore because I know they've been through stuff. Somebody's done something to them, and that's why they're acting that way.
Yeah, see, I don't have that healing part of me. I'm like, that person has to die. I'm serious. That person has to die. Jason Ellis is here. We're getting into some deep stuff, and we're talking, but Jason's a very funny comedian. I know I've seen him firsthand, and he's going to be a Coastal Creative in St. Petersburg tonight.
Yep.
Let me look real quick. There's shut my thing off. 8:00 tonight at Coastal Creative.
I got skateboards. I got Tony Hawk signed skateboards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's going to be there. I'm lying.
You never know.
You never know. That's right. Thank you, Mike.
Now, Joel Jimenez is going to be with you?
Jimenez.
Now,
very
do you know
funny
how
guy.
I know who he is? Because I saw your video, or his video, one of you guys made at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
But they make Joel work at the Comedy Store also?
Everybody
does that?
If you're not a
regular
moron like I am, like this fancy pants guy, because they're like fancy pants, you're not going to work the door.
Yeah.
So you got to work your way in another way. But everybody that makes it, like
started there.
Tony Hinchcliffe was a door guy.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. They get door guys, they get spots, they do good in the spots, and they get a feature, and then they do really good there. And then they're allowed to move on, and then eventually they get their name on the wall. That's how it goes.
He was like, please come see me at Coastal Creative so I don't have to work here anymore.
He's not lying.
But he's not.
He is there all night, like late at night. He's like cleaning up tables, and then every now and then they go, hey, man, do you want a spot? And he goes, yeah. And those guys are...
Yeah, that's how Ari started.
They're hardcore, man. Yeah.
Ari was
all the biggest guys paid their dues there.
Just waiting for a chance to get up. That's how I know. Like, I've done stand-up a couple of times with friends of mine who I like. Robert Kelly, I get to go on stage
I love
with
that
him.
guy. He's been a big help to me. He's a good dude.
But he's not. He was mean to me the other day because I went to Taco Bell and he got mad at me. I'm too fat and I went to Taco Bell. He called it. He didn't talk to me for like a week.
Why was he really mad though?
Yeah, and then he was really mad because he heard me talking about going to Taco Bell. And then it made him go to Taco Bell. I caused a fat chain reaction.
He should be mad at you for that. If you made me go to Taco Bell, I would be mad.
Listen, I think you're great. I think you're a great guest.
Thanks.
I think you're a super interesting guy.
Thanks for having me.
And very funny comedian. Go see Jason Ellis at Coastal Creative, 8:00 tonight, downtown St. Petersburg. Nothing's going on. Go down there, St. Pete. Half your buildings were destroyed.